more. You guys decided to go off on a dragon hunt. And you followed some badlands, the edge of the parched frontier. You headed northwest until you located an outcropping with a very familiar, rusted out metal carriage in front of it. A couple of assassins had been hiding in that base, and, well, it turns out a couple of assassins is, in fact, not enough to stop the party. You guys then started working your way through these this carved out base here, and you encountered a pillar that had some magic on it that you just knocked over. And when Basil was doing his rock elemental thing through the natural stone walls, you eventually found a dwarf who apparently was painting at an easel in one of the back rooms. When Basil's face kind of came out of the wall, she just kind of glanced at him and kept working.
Yep, I like her.
She got chutzpah.
Killer.
Well, I don't think she realized I was there.
No, she realized.
How big is her beard?
How big was the beard?
Bigger than me.
She had like the beard like 2 feet down from her chin. It was kind of tucked into her belt a little bit.
Impressive.
Impressive for a female.
For a
And
female
yeah, there
dwarf.
were like parchments, easels, materials for different artistic pursuits, just kind of littering about the workshop she was in. And she had like this constant muttering to herself under her breath, even as she looked at you.
Guys, didn't we have a plan for this? I feel like we had a plan.
I don't think we had a plan at all.
In it?
I vaguely remember the thoughts of stone shape being thrown about to scout the entire section.
Oh, right. Stone shape the work stone out of the way, and then let Basil, move through the unworked stone and get a feel for everything.
I won't help with that today. Pete might have it prepared. Maybe Lieutenant.
Stone shape? Yeah, I have that.
The lieutenant is not there.
It's just
Remember?
working.
He got oofed into a pillar.
Oh, that was his clown doll, whatever, his simulacrum.
The
Yeah,
simulacrum is also not there.
Because the simulacrum has been.
Yeah, the
As I
simulacrum.
recall. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, as I recall, didn't Basil get a telegram from the lieutenant saying to open up the shared demiplane?
Yeah, and I can't do that. Although I'll relay that information to Nala, who I think can do that.
No. I
Who
cannot.
do we have that can cast Demiplane besides Lieutenant?
I know Rotary Flux can.
I can send things to the demiplane.
Oh, why didn't you say that before?
Arrows in them, they'll go somewhere.
No. Is it Dean?
What else could do it? 'Cause I know one of you could. I know one of you could.
It might have been a character who's not here anymore.
The only character not here is AGR, and I don't believe me.
Maybe it was me.
Was
My-
it Bill Mop?
Or it might
No,
have been
Bill
Mop.
Mop hasn't
Oh,
been
yeah.
here for forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was recent because there was that thing where we had gotten all that fucking loot out of the basement with the whatchamacallits. Fucking Baylors. And we're trying to figure out how to get it. I was like, oh wait, we have access to Demiplane. Why don't we use that? And then we're like, well, we're not comfortable with only me having access to it. And like, well, wait, and like, no, that's okay. One of us also has. I'm like, well, okay, then we have a shared Demiplane.
Does Nala have Demiplane?
No, it's a wizard warlock spell. I'm
And you're-
a bard.
Yeah.
I was going to be using Wish to get Demiplane, but that's off the table now, as of the fight with Pejma.
Are we talking about like finagling shit with the Magnificent Mansion and a demiplane?
No, that's my thing. He's talking about casting the spell Demiplane to open up his Demiplane so that he can do something, but only he can do that.
It was like we had like because we now had more than one person who could cast Demiplane. We had we were keeping all the party funds and other assorted objects in this one shared Demiplane. That we could,
Gilbert went into the demi-plane. Gilbert spent some time in a demi-plane.
That was Lieutenant helping him do that. I don't think he has a high enough spell slot to do.
Okay. Since this seems to be an issue, what level spell is demiplane?
8th level Wizard and Warlock spell.
Oh, okay, yeah, fuck that. I can't help you. Not even later.
Yeah,
My
I think
only 8th level spell is Basil's favorite spell,
Oh, what's that
Never
one?
mind.
Feeble Mind.
Yeah.
One of you fuckers has it. I know one of you fuckers has it because like, we were
remember-
talking about it, we're like, okay, we can use this because then like one of us could cast it in one spot and then another one could cast the same demiplane in another spot and we could use that as a form of instantaneous transportation.
that might have been possible at one period of time, but it doesn't look like it's possible now.
Are you sure the other person who can cast that wasn't your simulacrum?
I'm positive because like this was before we were starting into the simulacrum shenanigans.
Maybe I'm misunderstanding something, but wasn't the plan for instant transportation we all funnel into the demiplane created by the lieutenant, and then Basil plane shifts our ass to where we want to be?
Yeah. Although we can also do that with a rope trick, which War and Dean both have.
Yeah, we had another thing that we were like, no, why would you do that when you just have one person?
What?
No,
I didn't hear any of that.
Remember, I was using
We're-
rope trick as well. It
We're
was
still
called-
level 17, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Shit
guys,
balls.
important. Okay, how about this? Nala can use teleport to move. Let's say, I don't know, just Basil at minimum to the location of the lieutenant. From there, they can rest or whatever. Withdraw the second lieutenant from the demiplane. At which point they can either teleport directly back to us or hop their asses into the demiplane and then plane shift their asses.
I can get there by plane shifting, I just need to rest first.
I can Magnificent Mansion and Plane Shift, but that will take up most of my high level magic, and I won't be able
yeah.
to get us back.
I've already used most of my high level magic getting Gilbert back from wherever the hell that was.
Where did
Elemental plane of air, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, Basil, do you have a fork tuned to the demiplane?
No, I only have a fork tuned to the material plane.
Okay.
It would be cool to have that, but that sounds like it would be something that would be kind of hard to create.
It is.
That's like trying to call someone's router with your cell phone or something.
I think I made
I can
the
do that.
material plane last
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
you can, it's just a weird thing.
You can also hack somebody's router through their light bulb if they have a smart house.
Yeah, that's why
There
you don't
are-
have a smart house.
There are light bulbs that are connected to the internet, and they almost never
Fuck
get
that.
protected.
Only idiots do that.
If it doesn't need to be connected to the internet, it shouldn't be connected to the internet. But anyways, we're getting off topic again. So, plan. I can mansion plane shift to Port Hamor, pick Lieutenant up from there with you, Basil, and then how do we get back?
Okay,
Yeah,
I have one spell slot left that I can use for plane shift. It's my 9th level slot, but I can use it.
Well, we'll have a magnificent mansion, which would give the rest of the party time to scout.
Wait, doesn't the lieutenant have the ability to teleport?
Teleport is not terribly reliable. But
Does he not have plane shift?
that does give me an idea. I don't
Not have plane shift.
I can teleport to the Port Hamward circle.
Look, don't worry about it. This is holding up the session. I'll just sit this out.
It's too bad they
figure
can't
this out.
like summon him or something.
I'll teleport with Basil to the Port Hamward circle. Get a lieutenant to the Port Hamward circle. And then we can plane shift back to the party from there.
Oh wait,
through
where is
a
the
Magnificent
lieutenant?
Mansion. I have no idea. I don't remember anything that happened last week.
Lieutenant's sitting in one of his mansions at an undisclosed location, sipping on an alcoholic beverage while sitting in a jacuzzi.
Okay.
Fucking wizard.
I kind of have a feeling that he's in his mansion right now, so I'm not going to try and scry on him. That would be a waste.
Simulacrum is sitting waiting in the demiplane.
I will cast Sending to the lieutenant and ask how easy would it be for you to get to Port Hamor?
Reasonably easy. Why?
Sending again. We're gonna fight some blue bastard dragon and we would like some extra help. And your simulacrum kind of got squished in the last fight.
But if you cast sending to him, does it go to the simulacrum or him?
Probably to him. Either way.
Technically, you should be rolling a D100 for those sendings.
Yeah.
Alright.
Crossing a planar boundary.
This is like that movie with the time travel where they send the cell phone back in time. What's it called?
So does the lieutenant respond to Nala's second sending?
Yeah, this is like Primer when they send the cell phone back in time.
Sorry, what was the second one again?
We're fighting some blue bastard dragon and we want the help, but your last simulacrum got squished.
His response would be, I know, that's why I've got the next one waiting in our shared demiplane.
And nobody has access to that demiplane, right?
As far as we know.
Didn't we use rope trick to connect them last time?
No, that was a different thing. Do not use rope trick inside the demiplane.
It'll be hilarious.
If you do, I'll show you my own rope trick right after.
Sending again. Oh, wonderful. We have no way of getting to the demiplane at all, apparently.
All right, the lieutenant's response is going to be, meet me in Port Hamor.
Basil, we're going to town,
Okay.
and I will teleport with Basil to the teleportation circle in Port Hamor.
And the lieutenant is going to open the demiplane, yank out the simulacrum, and also head out the door, out of the bar, and into Port Hamor.
Okay. You are able, Spectre and Lieutenant and Second Lieutenant are able to simply walk to the teleportation circle. Now you have no problem arriving there.
Alright. Someone needs to open some kind of demiplane.
I can Magnificent Mansion.
Okay, that works. Everyone who's going into the mansion, I assume real lieutenant, is staying behind.
How badly do you need the real lieutenant for this job?
I probably can't afford the real lieutenant for this job. I just assumed that you didn't want anything to do with this.
I'm pretty sure, technically speaking, the is still covered by the contract. More.
Real lieutenant will come with you as well.
Interesting.
As long as you mention that you're fighting that one blue dragon that robbed us.
We are.
It's
Yeah.
coming with you.
Well, once everyone's into the mansion, I'm going to return us back to right where we were, which
What
is...
other blue bastard dragons are there?
You appear outside in the oasis next to the rusted out remains of the APC.
Yeah, in the middle of this conversation, I'll be like, the guy who did that.
Well, yeah, that's the one blue bastard dragon. What other blue bastard dragons are there? That's why I said the blue bastard dragon.
By the way, I don't suppose there's any loot in that thing. Did we leave anything in there? Oh, he probably took all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you look inside there, you notice it's been like completely stripped. Even the seats are gone.
I don't suppose
What
I
about the ballista?
It's not up on blocks, is it?
It's actually been buried about a foot into the ground.
I don't suppose I can just fabricate the rust out, can I?
You could use fabricate to take the rust and turn it like into a rust block or something. Yes.
Couldn't you accomplish that with prestidigitation or something?
That would probably take longer.
Oh, true.
It is
Uh,
only a cantrip.
how heavy is this thing when it's not rusted out?
It was pretty heavy.
Like 3 tons heavy, more or less?
I think it was
I
less than
think that's-
that. Well, it was weighing close to 3 tons when you got robbed, but that was because of all the shit you guys had inside of it.
I believe we
We had a
needed,
lot
what was
of
it, like
shit.
4 or 5 draft horses in order to pull that. I think the cart was somewhere around 1,200 to 1,500 pounds.
I can tell you what you needed to pull that, but it would only make me sad.
Oh,
8
rip.
alpacas.
Suffer. Right, so,
I mean, does that mean Basil's gonna turn into a gorilla and beat the shit out of this guy?
The gorilla's kind of low CR, although he might recognize me if I did that. It's too bad there's not like an even bigger gorilla that I could turn into.
you know, I've heard, way off in the east, maybe it was the northeast, there was a Kong species of gorilla, and they had a mighty leader, their King Kong. That's
That
a
would be
gorilla you
awfully
should want.
convenient. Unfortunately, I don't think any such stat block
I heard
exists.
he climbed up on top of a building and they shot and the humans killed him.
I mean, you guys know that if we ever fight the Tarrasque, we are now obligated to get King Kong, right?
See, the humans only want you to believe that they killed him because they fear what would happen if everybody knows that he was still alive. It's all
Couldn't you cast enlarge on a player and have like a druid and have a druid shift into a gorilla and that would give you King Kong?
Yeah, but like that's not the point though. The point is that it's a really low CR. Actually, if it were 1 CR lower, I'd be able to wild shape into it next level. But it's just
so-
barely too high for me to do that.
I mean, something that I found, Pete, that is fairly interesting. Can you turn into a adult metallic dragon and then turn into that? That way you get to keep your increased mental stats of being a dragon.
I mean,
Actually,
I
wait,
guess I could do that.
For you, there might be a decrease? Like in the wisdom stat?
Depends on the stats. For my other two stats, no.
Yeah, because if you turn into a metallic dragon and then from there into a humanoid or a beast, you will maintain your draconic int wisdom, charisma, hit points, like all the mechanical stuff, other than your actions and your strength dex con.
Shit, that's not a bad idea.
Like that's what Gilbert's been running. He's
Yeah.
a Death Knight paladin underneath with Silver Dragon mental stats and physical health layered over a champion chassis.
You pick the champion.
Try seeing if you're able to finagle something out of that, because apparently
Are the best ones.
polymorphing and then polymorphing your polymorph results in exponential increase.
Well, no, that would have to be shape change and then polymorph.
You know
I
what I
don't,
mean.
I don't have true polymorph. Which is kind of
We're going to be
weird.
resting a day, right? I can
I
true
hope so.
polymorph you.
What are you guys doing? Because half of you are still inside around that ruined pillar. The other half's just arrived outside the whole area.
Well, we should probably go back in and meet with the party if we're going to do that. Or go and get the party, at least.
Under the room that we're standing in with the pillar
Mm-hmm.
is the oh my god, I cannot speak today. The ground, is it composed of that kind of grate?
It is not a grate. It is carved stone,
Well, that's a good sign.
like rough, like hewn out with pickaxe type stone.
All right.
Was it well made, high quality? Is it great? Oh,
Well, I think it might be safer for us to fortify inside of the building now
yeah,
that we have a
closer to the
foothold
dragon.
there.
Closer to the dragon, where we can strike into its lungs easier. Wonderful choice.
Exactly. Also, because if we hold outside, I mean, quite frankly, we'll just have to retake the ground we took today.
If I get true polymorph, do I lose my class features?
No, I don't think so.
I think
I'm
you
true
keep them.
polymorphed.
You keep class features and spell casting, if I remember right.
Well, Gilbert, didn't you turn into something that's a lower level than you are?
Okay, so an adult silver dragon is one level lower than me in CR, and I then polymorphed using the dragon's shape change ability into a champion fighter.
Who is
Well,
Gilbert?
not
Who is also Gilbert,
yes,
and has all of Gilbert's class features.
yes.
But
Both
you're
of
one level
Draconic-
lower.
No.
But isn't the silver dragon only a CR16 creature?
Yes.
So then isn't there a level missing when you do that?
No.
You don't go down a level. It simply limits what stat block you turn into.
Oh,
Exactly.
but the
So
stat block can have the features of a player character
Precisely.
that's a higher level than it. Okay.
Yeah, CR it seemed to represent something much more abstract than actual direct levels, because if you were to take take a champion which in the stat block is like a CR 6 or 7 creature, if you were to look at its stats and its number of attacks, its actual level, if it was a player character and a fighter, is something more like at minimum level 11 because it has 3 attacks, but probably closer to maybe level 14.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not under, but according to how polymorph works, you really shouldn't have access to that, even if you're a human. So, I don't know. I'm not going to do it, though.
So what are you guys doing?
I want to take a nap.
So you don't want to be polymorphed into a dragon?
Nah.
Alright. Or bunking down to take a nap.
I lose
Wait,
all my
wait.
ability if we did that.
How many hours do we have left in the day?
Lots.
I mean, I can keep going, I guess. I'm gonna need one later, though.
Might I propose that we speak to this dwarf, secure our foothold?
Okay, you're gonna have to do that, though.
Okay.
I'm a people person. People like
Gilbert take point and start walking down the hallway towards where the dwarf supposedly is.
All right, you start
I'll follow
walking
Gilbert.
west past the closed door to the south. You do notice as you pass that alcove to the north that there is a painting hanging there, like a large, like 36-inch painting, and it's a rather striking image of a massive blue dragon spraying an army of hobgoblins with lightning bolts at dusk while flying over a stone pyramid. As you look at it, you see that the frame of the painting is encrusted with small little spikes of blue sapphire, positioned almost as if to menace the viewer.
As if to menace us. So like it's pointed at us?
Yes,
I pop it on the nose.
it's a painting.
Not a no. I pop the painting on the nose.
But then in front of you, because that was off to your right, then in front of you is a closed wooden door, beyond which you saw Pete sit. Remember Pete telling you that that was the workshop with the dwarf working in it.
Gilbert will open the door. Wait, are people following Gilbert?
I am.
I am with you, boss.
I'm following behind you.
All right, you open the door, revealing a portion of what appears to be an artistic workshop. Parchment, easels, and materials for various artistic pursuits litter the workshop. Up to the north, down a small half flight of stairs, you can see this dwarven woman kind of scurrying about, muttering to herself under her breath. She apparently has another easel set up and is currently painting. Up by the area you're in are 4 sculptures that are in various stages of completion. They all appear to have various draconic motifs on them.
Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
Gilbert's going to walk into the room and proclaim, "Congratulations, you have the honor of being saved by the Daedungoof Mercenary Company. You may now rejoice."
She kind of looks at you, stops painting for a second, shrugs her shoulders, and goes back to painting. You can see from this angle that what she's currently painting is a half-finished painting of aerial combat between various demons and a rather familiar-looking blue dragon.
You know what? I'm seeing a pattern in these pictures, and I think this dragon needs to die. He's kind of making himself out to be the hero in all these pictures.
Well, of course he's the hero. You hear the dwarf mutter. Well, who else is going to save us? You lot?
Save you from what?
Yes, actually.
We're literally the ones that saved you all.
She kind
If
of
any
looks at you
dragon
out of the
has
corner of her eye like she doesn't believe you at all.
If there's any
Morgan,
credit for any dragon, it'd be just Yoda, right? Because she covered the portal while you lot went.
Don't give credit to Chromatics.
I guess Yoda's alright.
Just stating the fact, she did cover the portal.
She was an
Look at
ally
her.
exclusively of convenience.
This guy, on the other hand, decided to mug us while we were on the way to the portal to stop the demon invasion.
Yeah, this guy is kind of an absolute bastard. Stinky bastard man.
Well, if you dislike him so much, you can just fucking leave.
Oh, we will eventually. So what's your deal? Why are you here?
What do you mean, why am I here? Why are you here? You broke into my workshop.
We're just looking for. Actually, what's his name?
You're here to talk to Yarvat, and you don't even know his name. Actually, I kind of now want to be there when you do meet him, because he is going to roast you alive.
Just be careful if you are. The first 3 rows are usually a splash zone.
Yeah, he tried that last time. Didn't work.
This is true.
In fact, last time I seem to remember him running away like a little bitch.
Yeah, after he fire breathed everybody and King stood up and looked at him and was
Lightning.
like, what?
It was lightning.
Yeah, but it still, same principle. King.
And that's not what I meant by last time.
Oh, I'm sure he
You
had his
mean when he
reasons.
crashed into the castle and almost snapped his neck in half?
He didn't answer my question, though. What's his name?
She did answer the question. I just wasn't.
Oh, she
paying
did?
attention.
No, what was the name? I missed it.
I think it's Yarvat.
How do you spell that?
We done killed one
Ah,
dragon. What's the
Larva.
second one? What's the second one? You know, once you've killed one, the fun's the thrill's kind of gone. So, but you still do it because it needs to be done. Now,
What
where's
are
your
you
boss?
talking about? There's always fun and bloodshed.
Well, I don't know. I don't keep his comings and goings. He is a patron of my art. He paid and set me up here in this nice workshop. I have no idea where he is.
Do you know the way around this place?
Yes, it is my workshop.
Can you lead us to his treasure vault?
No, to him.
Believe me, he'll be near the treasure. He's a dragon.
You can worry about that after.
Do you really think that an ancient dragon is not going to be paranoid and would actually let anybody near where they keep their treasure or where they sleep?
She is also an employee of an elder dragon. She knows things she shouldn't because she just listens and pays attention.
That
I'm
would
assuming.
require her to be present when he speaks.
And why would I want to tell you this? You don't exactly have the best of impressions here.
Okay, you could tell us now, or you'll tell us after we break you, because believe me, we can't
He
break
took our shit. We actually have a quarrel with him.
Yeah, he also killed a lot of people who were very important to me.
Your mama goat?
Yeah,
For
so we're going to
long.
settle this one way or another.
Oh, I have no doubt that he will set you straight.
I have a lot of doubts. Not about the fight, just about stuff in general. You know, shit's weird.
Yeah, but you guys should probably make an intimidation roll at this point.
Ooh, dibs. Dibs.
I'm letting Nala do it. She's the bard.
What is
Does
it that can
Nala
cast
get
a spell
advantage
you need
because
to make
you're helping her?
Intimidation, you say?
It is what I said, and then a whole bunch of people started talking. So I don't know if any of that was important, but
I was a 32, strike your fancy.
Does a wizard that's capable of casting 9th level spells even need to make an intimidation roll?
you do need to convince them that you are in fact capable of pulling on such cosmic powers. Yes.
You know, just for shits and giggles, I'll throw
And
a
short
bardic
of
at that.
demonstration, that requires charisma checks.
Well, for one thing, there's 2 of me, so jot that down.
There we go, 40.
Okay. You kind of see her kind of look at you. Almost like she's actually paying attention now. She's coming down from whatever she was on. And she just kind of shrugs her and says, well, I always deliver the paintings to the pyramid up north. That's where I deliver everything, and he has always rewarded me handsomely for it. I
Alright.
imagine if you go there and stand there long enough, he will eventually show up.
Well, I know where the pyramid
Insight
is.
check.
Kill her now or later?
Go ahead and make your insight check.
Not killing. She has been wonderfully helpful.
Gilbert, she
Why
she
are
has
we
no
not-
desire to get killed or for you like to break her hands. She kind of needs them. So she's just going to tell you whatever you want to know so you can get the fuck out of her workshop.
For clarification, Under, what's the closest pyramid up north from here?
I know where the pyramid is, Gilbert.
It's like, what, 2 miles away?
Underground or something.
Partially buried.
Partially.
It's basically buried under some sand dunes. Because, it's a desert. They shift around a little.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Right, that pyramid. Okay, right. Sorry, I forgot about that since last week.
Alright. By the way, what does the art look like?
All the
What
shit we
art?
did except
I've
the
described like 3 different pieces of art.
Oh, right. Yeah, you did. Did you describe the specific painting she's working on right now? Or
Yes,
did I
it
miss
is aerial combat between some demons and a familiar-looking blue dragon.
What kind of demons are they? Just demony looking things, or is it like
Appears to be
actually-
2 Baylors.
Does it look good?
Yes, actually, it looks very good to the point where you think that she must be like a master artist. In its current condition, you would think that the painting she's got, it's only half done, would be worth 125 gold. If it's finished with the current quality, it would be worth closer to 500.
Well, all of that being said, it's a nice looking painting. We might drop you a line later if we have any commissions.
You do that.
Alright, I
Okay,
think we should
you
get out of
know,
here.
I
I
think
never
we
did
should
catch
kill
her.
her.
Oh,
No,
killing
we're not killing her.
She has
Yeah,
been.
there's.
Okay, what is to stop her from alerting her boss the moment we walk out?
Her boss already knows that we're coming.
While this
Like
is
he
a
didn't
valid
know when
question,
you broke in here. I don't have to alert him of anything.
while this is a valid question, the thing that stops you from killing her is the fact that I am ordering you not to kill her, and I pay your salary.
Have you seen a Baylor first 10 anyway? The details are quite accurate, actually.
Yes. Thank you.
The Baylors in this painting don't happen to be holding anything special looking, do they?
Nope, they look like your bog standard Baylors.
None of
They're
them are
not.
holding a
They're not
magical glowing light
mechanical
rod.
or anything like that. And no, they don't have any weird rods or anything like that.
Where have you seen such creatures?
This particular battle took place 3-4 months ago over the pyramid I was dropping off some statues at.
Wow. That just happened right in front of you. That's crazy.
Well, it happened above me, and it was one of those cases where I said I would deliver some statues by a certain date, and I was not going to miss that deadline, come hell or high water. This is what I used to say. Now I just say come high water because hell already came once.
Well, actually, that was the Abyss, you see.
Yeah,
Close enough.
Morgan.
I don't pay attention to all the weird cosmological crap.
Listen, I don't-
That's
I don't
more for
follow
Yarvat's
politics.
wizards to deal with.
Oh yes, wizards.
One of those. A couple of them, actually.
Anyway, I think we should get out of here.
I never did catch your name.
Lormotrude Coingut.
Can you spell that?
I can. Can you?
Oh.
I can't spell that first word because fantasy names always get me out.
May you spell that?
I actually can't spell that because I don't speak Dwarvish.
I was only 2 letters off.
Well, that's great. We'll let you know if we need any paintings done.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I do hope we can meet again under more favorable circumstances.
Yes, more favorable. That would be better.
Alright, well, I think that's about it for a day's work. Let's go.
Yep.
Alright, we will return to our foothold, and did we ever set up the magnificent mansion?
You did not.
I mean, technically you did. It's just not here.
Lieutenant, any chance you would be able to do the mansion thing?
Where are you setting this up?
Gilbert mentioned somewhere that we had established a foothold, and I have no idea what happened last week. So I was just going to assume it was wherever we secured.
You've secured nothing.
We've secured the location that we need to go to.
Alright, plan people, come up with a plan. You know what's happening, I don't.
I think we should take a nap.
Well, a nap would be good. We do have unexplored rooms here.
Gilbert,
Yes?
we're like half of our party's out of magic.
I can't understand you, Sleuth, when you're whispering.
Half of our party's out of magic.
Yeah.
Ish.
Oh. Right. We should probably rest.
Okay. And where are you going to take your rest?
A second so I can scroll back up.
Lieutenant?
In this fabulous, deluxe, several thousand square foot, magnificent mansion.
Potentially unlimited square foot or something.
Sparkle, sparkle, just.
Yeah, I got that, but where are you putting the door?
How about we put it... Okay, so you see that room north of the room with the pillar with the circle on the floor?
The barracks, yeah.
Yeah, how about there?
Just outside, but all right.
Okay. So you guys can go and you put your door to the Magnificent Mansion in the bunk room. Okay. So you guys file into the mansion and begin your long rest. Well, you will after you have some time, yada, yada, yada.
While we're just killing time, I'm going to true polymorph myself into an adult silver dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a quick question. When I'm going around with my Earthglide thing, am I just feeling my way around, or am I able to see through the stone at all when I do that?
You are kind of feeling your way around. You have tremor sense. You can feel for quite a distance and in quite good detail. But you can't see. There is no light.
Right. If I didn't have the tremor sense, though, would I still be able to do that?
You would be navigating blind.
I see.
I literally mean that. It would be like, all right, you go what direction? All right, what inclination for how far?
All right.
When you turn into a dragon, the dragon knows true polymorph, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
It knows shape change.
No, it knows regular polymorph.
What can you turn into with regular polymorph? Anything from like
Beasts. You can turn into beasts.
Yeah, the dragon's version of it also lets her turn into humanoids.
The dragon is shape change, not polymorph. Like
Okay.
she has like a limited shape change ability.
Oh, it just says polymorph in the stat block. That's why I'm thinking that.
I am literally looking at this adult silver dragon says shape change. Magically polymorph.
Yeah.
if I was to turn into a dragon. I think I went over this. I'd lose all my abilities.
Why?
Well, because when I was in dragon form, I'd have all the dragon stats, but when I turned back into a human, I'd be a basic human, wouldn't I?
You would have the stat block. You retain your class features.
All right. So, Mister, if you are subject to true polymorph, and that turns you into a dragon, you are now a dragon that has your class features. You would get the strength, dex, con, int, wisdom, and charisma. Like,
it
off
my
that
stats?
block line. And
Oh,
then, those will override your actual stat. And from there, if you use a metallic dragon's shape change to turn into a humanoid or a beast, you are now a humanoid or a beast with the health of the dragon that you turned into, the mental stats of the dragon that you turned into, and the physical stats of the humanoid or beast that you took over. Does this sound right, Under?
Yeah.
So if I get polymorphed into a dragon and then I turn back into a human, can I cast spells?
Yes. You retain your class features in both cases. Like, whether you could also cast your spells as a dragon. Dragons can speak.
What would my physical stats go to when I shape change from a dragon to a humanoid?
It would depend on the humanoid stat block you use. If you just use a commoner, it'd be flat 10s. That's why Gilbert chose champion, I think.
Yeah, very specifically, I chose champion because I'm using the increased mental stats of an adult silver dragon. I am using the physical stats of a champion fighter, well, of a champion from the monster manual. But basically, you get, all right, how should I put this? You get all of your class features applied to the stat block, is I guess how you could think of it. Like,
Is there an assassin stat block? I know there is.
Yes, there's literally an assassin.
I've
think I
sent
may
several at you before.
I think I may want to do that. That sounds. Have you? Yeah, I know. I think I may want to do that.
I guess to this degree, Master, you're not shape changing into yourself. You're shape changing into whatever could be construed as, I guess, bargain bin assassin. Like, if you were to take all the assassins in the world and, average out everything that they are, the assassin stat block is what you're turning in, I guess.
Yeah, I'd want one so I could use my sneak attack and my bow still. My bow and arrow still. Plus, they have poisons and stuff.
I'm sorry, I knocked stuff over. What?
Yeah, I think I could get behind that.
So depending on how you do it, you can receive a net increase to all of your stats and capabilities.
Well, I'm probably going to lose wisdom, probably. Or maybe dex in the assassin form.
That is quite possible. Like, apparently an adult silver dragon has the exact same wisdom as Gilbert, but it has higher charisma.
Also, an adult silver dragon has a dex of 10.
Which is the exact same as Gilbert.
Yeah, but what is an assassin's dex?
16.
16?
Yes. I have 20s in dex and wisdom. That would actually harm me more. It'll make my soft stats like charisma, intelligence go up, and my strength go up. But I'm a monk ranger that uses a bow. Strength is not really an option for me.
So in other words, it would gimp you more than it would help you, except for giving you a fuckload of hit points extra.
Yeah, that's all it would do. It would boost my hit points, and then
Yeah, I have the same problem.
yeah, everything else would be.
Yeah,
I already have more hit points than I know what to do with anyway.
Yeah, I suppose
I
the
can always
strategy,
use more hit
because
points.
it does restrict certain stats, It does make it much more easily geared for people whose MMO is stab shit until it dies. And I think admittedly part of the reason I can balance this out as well as I can is because I have a magic item that increases my strength to like 21 regardless.
Yeah.
So I can pick something with a lower strength and still hit shit good.
Yeah, it's too bad there isn't like some kind of even bigger version of a giant ape or like an adolescent giant ape or something.
Actually, does anybody want to turn into a intellect devourer really quick?
No.
Nobody? Nobody wants to become an intellect
I
devourer.
think I'm gonna pass.
I've already used my magic that will let me do that.
Shit, that would be really useful for scouting.
Guinea pig is definitely not in the contract.
I can scout if that's what you
What
want.
is not in the contract?
Guinea pig is definitely not in the contract I signed.
You're not gonna be a guinea pig. It would literally let you detect the location and every other detail of any intelligent being with
I mean,
an
if you
intelligence
want somebody
greater
to
than
scout,
3 within like a
I'm
300-foot
for
radius.
that. I can actually do that if you want somebody to scout.
You can detect all sentient life within a 300-foot radius with no save.
No, but I could probably sneak up close enough that they couldn't see me and tell you what they were.
Hmm,
It's just not the same.
that's true. It's not. Ah, well,
Fine.
let's take that rest.
The hell would you do then? Yeah, let's take a rest. I'll be right back.
All right. And as you guys take your long rest, do you close the door to the mansion or leave it open?
Probably close it.
Okay. You guys have a successful long rest. Morning has come.
Huzzah.
So, plan.
Well, I'm going to start with hitting my drugs, of course.
Okay. Let's get the ball. Under?
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert will immediately walk into the room with a pillar, move west, and then go to the door on the south
All
end
right.
of the
You
room.
open the door to the mansion. You see that the 3
Damn
bunks
it.
that were in that room, one of them is currently occupied by a sleeping dwarven woman. Very familiar sleeping dwarven woman. She kind of blearily wakes up and looks at you as you walk into the room. What the fuck are you still doing here? I thought I told you cunts to get the hell out.
Gilbert's gonna look at her. No. Go back to sleep. And then he's gonna walk out
Fuck
of the
you,
room.
you leave. Yeah, that's
This is
right.
a dream. Go back to sleep.
No, not that way, you retard. She's yelling at you out. The exit's the other way.
Gilbert's gonna open up the southern door.
All right, you
God,
open
that
the
was
southern
poor.
door. You hear her say, "Get the fuck out of the supply room." What the hell do you think you're going to find in there? And as you look, you see these gems and gold glitter as piles on the floor of this vaulted room. Small wooden chest sits in the back right corner.
Gilbert will take note and close the door.
Okay. You did
Actually,
not
you know
see any other way out of that room.
Yeah, this actually raises another good question. Gilbert's going to cast Detect Magic and then open the door again.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic. Let's see. Detect magic. There is, in fact, some magic coming from that chest.
Oh boy, is there a school?
Yeah. Evocation. And. Where is that? Is it just evocation? It might be.
Necromancy.
Potential for different type of magic. Where's everything? Is up there? Yep, just evocation.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Good to know. Gilbert will shut the door and move to the north room. Just diagonal to the north.
Is this solo scouting or are we with you?
I don't think we're
Oh,
awake
are you
yet.
with me?
So I'll go with you as soon as I'm done with my drugs. I'm not sure how long you took to wait, or if you just immediately took off.
I mean, Gilbert woke up and he left. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, he just took off while you were doing your drugs. All
You
right,
brave
you
soul. I'm
close the
gonna take
door.
10 minutes.
I've got breakfast on the road. I'll follow.
All right, yeah, you see, Lermintrude kind of standing in the doorway to the barracks, and she's still yelling at you about why the fuck you're still here. She told you where the pyramid is. Did you get fucking lost?
I'm gonna
I
go.
mean, she
through the
knows you're
whole
stupid.
business
Are you
just
that
to
stupid you
dream.
couldn't find a pyramid that's 2 miles north of here?
Go back to sleep. This is all just a dream.
You go back to sleep, you stupid slut.
Modified memory.
All right, is there a save on that?
No.
Wisdom save.
All right. Okay, she failed.
Screech. All right. She has this really weird dream where Nala came in and rescued her from this big fucking terrifying dragon who was being a real bastard.
Okay.
That's all I got right now.
Well, so that's all you're doing? You're just
And
altering
I'm
her
gonna-
memory.
Yeah, she just overwrite the entire "get the fuck out of my room" bit with her having this weird dream.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leave.
We could completely divorce her from reality.
So
What
while
do you
so while she's under the effect of this, because this lasts a minute, due to all of you just like file out.
Might as well. I could do
Last
it.
one out.
I go.
Last one out. Close the door.
Right, let's go.
Bubby closes the door.
All right. So who's last? Who's the last person out?
That would be Robit, I think.
Okay.
Unless anyone else wants to be last.
While everybody's filing out, I will just nudge her back into bed, tuck her in, and try and get her back to sleep.
All right. Yeah. So, and as you're leaving now, you can hear her like, I don't know what the fuck I was on last night, but I need to get more of that shit. And then you leave.
Well, diplomacy well handled. Good job, me. Let's get out of here before she realizes what happened.
Place we had her stunned. Oh well.
So, where to?
Outside, 2 miles north.
I mean, Under, I'd still like to check out that northern room.
What northern room?
Okay, so across the hall to the north of the room full of treasure.
You mean the barracks, the bunk room where you guys had opened the portal? To the
No,
mansion?
no. Right next to that, to the west.
To the
There's
west.
the alcove.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
the
her workshop.
painting.
Yeah, those are her workshop. Yeah, that alcove is a painting, and then her workshop is to the
Ah.
west of that.
Okay, yes, my apology. That makes more sense. Just remember the.
Okay, so you guys are outside. You see the APC. Or rather, the twisted and like half melted remains of your APC. It looks like something happened to it overnight.
Like electricity happened to it?
There are certain telltale glassy marks on the ground nearby that would indicate lightning struck it several times.
And he's definitely gonna die.
Well, now he's just twisting the knife in the wound. What a stinky bastard man.
Do we want to keep this thing? I can fix it. I just want to know if we want to keep it.
I don't think we have immediate use for it. We should leave it for now.
Yeah, not immediate, but we're gonna be back for it.
We'll pick it up on our way out, just for nostalgia. And maybe to revolutionize the face of warfare as we know it.
Explosive ballista bolts.
Ooh, yeah.
You think we can get this thing moving without a horse? Or like, with a horse on the inside? Maybe a few horses on the inside. How big would that have to be? We need a lot of armor to protect it too.
What if we animate the wheel?
Ooh, I like this. I like this idea.
Also, next transmutation spell I end up casting is going to use that to swap the stone to lightning.
Why is there jazz music?
Oh, there's a part where I get to change out spells prepared.
Ah,
Yes.
yes. The long rest. The part where I get to sleep. As memory caster.
All right, so you guys are going south.
Pyramid was north, wasn't it?
Yeah, but no one was telling me what you were doing, so I just made it up.
I think we should go to the
Guys,
pyramid.
I think
all just head west.
the DM though wants us to go south. There must be something south that he wants us to go to, and I guarantee you it couldn't possibly be a death trap.
Probably.
You know what I haven't done in forever? I'm gonna resummon my griffin. Find greater steed.
Okay. Griffin appears.
Can the griffin ride dragon me into battle?
How large is Dragon you?
Adult silver dragon.
At least huge.
Size huge.
Sure.
Wonderful.
That's when the card explodes.
Ow.
I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Is this versus
What is
found me magic?
No, it's versus shrapnel.
I don't know. Shrapnel is kind of like magic.
Are we
yes,
near
the magic of
Gilbert,
excessive
or where's
amounts of
Gilbert?
violence.
Yeah. How many people are in the presence of my inspiring presence?
How much is your presence?
It is my inspiring presence is a roughly 5 arbitrary units.
5. It's a +5. I really need to know if I'm close enough to. So go
Gilbert,
ahead
is your aura up to 30 feet yet, or is it still just 5?
It's
I believe
only
it starts
5.
at 10.
10. Hold on.
Starts at 10, goes up to 30.
Aura of
I believe it.
protection, 10-foot aura.
Yeah, you can all be.
Yeah, no, I have not leveled in paladin in some
So you
time.
saying it's +5?
It is a +5.
Oh my god. Okay, here's my deck save.
Are
That
we still
second one is the
blessed from
Griffin. I
last
think
time?
that's a fail.
Or
I don't
does
know,
that
Mister. I don't
not
think
affect
35
us?
pass.
Does anyone need an aerial mount? You can climb up the dragon to mount the Griffin.
Hey, before I forget, does anyone here have haste?
Not anymore.
Which I knew that spell.
Damn.
No.
What do you mean not anymore? Did you lose it?
So
Change from,
still need deck
automatic
saves
to
from Lieutenant and his simulacrum.
Sorry.
And gave it.
Yeah, the 16 is for Robit, and the 21 is my own.
Okay.
Yeah, Pete. As a sorcerer, I get to swap out spells when I level
I
up.
believe a lot of people just
Oh.
got some damage.
So, are we still blessed from last time or no?
No.
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 Bless is a 1-minute spell.
Oh.
And Simulacrum, respectively.
Okay. And gave it a deck save.
Oh, deck save. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Okay, so
Gilbert,
you see
what,
it?
what level paladin are you?
6.
Yeah, it's
The
also a
rest of
paladin
us are
spell.
paladin.
I've seen it.
Yes, you saw it.
Wait, I'm a dumbass.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
plus 11, not plus 5s. So that's actually
She's
Fucking-
got advantage.
15 and 30.
15.
Okay.
Fucking
How's that?
barbarian.
All right. So the DC was 19.
Hey.
Ooh,
And it was saved for
3
half.
fail.
Rolled the 19. Awesome.
Yep, it was saved for half. So if you failed it, you take 88 points of piercing damage. If you pass, you take 44. There is no cart anymore, just a crater.
Is there a damage type on
That's
this?
stinky
Is this just
bad.
piercing? Oh, never mind.
So
Well,
I'm
my
gonna
Griffin-
uncanny dodge that, and I'm only gonna take the 22.
Don't you have
Rogue,
evasion?
Rogue Uncanny Dodge is for attack rolls. Evasion is for dexterity saves. If you would save for half, you save to take nothing.
So I think
re-roll it,
War like
but-
escaped that unscathed if he had evasion.
War probably took cover behind the Griffin riding on the dragon.
I do. I forgot.
Thunder.
Cool.
Is it too late to use Indomitable, where the champion re-rolls a failed saving?
Nope. Not too late.
Yeah, I could do that too, but I don't think it's gonna help me.
Does a 23 pass?
Yes,
Yeah.
it would.
That's how much HP my Robit has.
So that Griffin I just got is gone.
It's like you just got
That
it
is
back, you welcome
very
it back, it's all
inconvenient.
happy, then boom, and Griffin is paced.
This dragon really is a petty, spiteful asshole, isn't it?
Stinky bastard man. And I'm gonna start resummoning my Griffin.
Okay,
Again.
you do that. Hey, War, isn't your passive perception like 20?
Mister?
Uh-huh.
Passive perception?
Isn't your passive perception like 20?
It is.
Yeah, so you see in the crater that the cart wasn't completely destroyed. There is half of one axle that has been bent into like a teardrop shape. And that's like the largest single bit of it left.
Oh, he's gotta die. He has to die. Y'all realize this, right?
No, I still haven't realized it.
I hadn't noticed.
Basil, have you realized that this dragon needs to die?
For a long time, yes.
Is it kills that killed your camels?
For llamas?
They were alpacas, asshole.
Oh, they were goats. Okay.
The lieutenant's going to stand up, walk over to the actual lieutenant, Put his hand on him, disintegrate, and then reform.
What?
Ooh,
Wow.
that's a neat trick. Can you do that to me? Wait, is that
that-
gonna hurt?
Is that like suicide?
No, he's just like hitting refresh.
Was it like, can't be murder because he's killing it? It's got to be suicide.
It's more like degaussing a monitor.
What does that mean?
Means he pushed F5.
Oh.
That actually brings a good point. I'm going to oof the robot, or I'm going to have the robot commit seppuku. I'm going to spend a spell slot 1 minute later. I'll be back
Seppuku.
at full.
A
Commit
Sudoku.
Sudoku.
It's not Sudoku. It's Seppuku, and the fucking Sudoku is the puzzle with the numbers.
It's Sudoku.
Sudoku.
I've got an image for this somewhere. Hold on.
You're outweighed.
I thought it was
You're
called
outvoted.
Harikari.
Harikari is the romanticization, or whatever they call it. It's what the Japanese told the Westerners it was because nobody could pronounce seppuku. The first time the Japanese made contact with Britain in the 1800s.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's 2 words for it.
Oh, I was just thinking of that GIF. Yeah. Alright, everybody else probably needs some healing, yeah.
Guys, as you can see there, Kermit didn't jump to his death. He was pushed.
Well, I'm
Hashtag
gonna-
Kermit didn't kill himself.
I'm gonna heal everybody, so everybody takes 6d10.
It still works like that? Huzzah.
No, it works like that now. Before it would have been 10d10.
Ah.
Yeah, they limited it a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, it's only limited if you don't have the highest possible wisdom modifier.
So we all roll 60-10.
Yeah, you all roll 6d10. Hey, that's exactly how much damage I took. Lucky me.
I am.
It's just kinda
I
pointless.
have like one piece of shrapnel left in like my cheek.
No, it's the opposite of pointless. I healed myself for exactly the amount of damage that I took.
I
I
just
suppose that was a little
wasted
splinter.
39 points of healing.
It's not a waste if it's going to everybody.
If it's for free.
This is a lot of healing for a
I'm
second
still
level
in
spell.
control, though. It just like I can't help it if you. I can't help it if you non-nimble fuckers can't move. I can't. That's not my problem.
Hey, remember, if that puts you past double your maximum, you explode.
Little did we know War actually had 10 HP.
No.
So how often can you use second wind if we had a long rest? Because it
Once
says
per
1 time per short
short.
rest.
Short or
Then
long?
you would have to take another short rest.
We just have to
Well,
lock
it's
her
either
up
short
for
or
an hour.
long.
Yeah, short or long. Anything that comes back on a short rest also comes back on a long rest.
Yeah. So you have it, and then if you use it, then you have to wait for a short rest to use it again.
I'm not really about using it again, but I'd like to have more health than what I currently do.
You should be at full, and you should have just got hit for. Oh yeah, you got hit for 88. That's right.
Yeah, motherfucker, yeah.
Wait, aren't you a rogue? How did?
He's a fighter, straight fighter.
Oh,
But
right.
didn't you roll 60-10? You
You
got
did.
that
You got 29.
29.
Yikes.
Suck.
So you just got boned twice.
I mean, wow. Wow. Hey, you know what? Hey, wait. I can help you.
I can't if he's gonna roll like that.
I can spend a 3rd level spell slot to get you 20d6 with Aura of Healing. Or Vitality. Is anyone gonna do things to heal this man?
I already did things to heal that man. I'm done.
I
I
only
will.
have one
I
heal
will
spell.
do the thing.
I can give him 2d8. That's the best I can do.
Yeah,
Do
so
you
I'll
want to get
spend a
smacked
minute
in the mouth
and
by a dragon?
use a 3rd level spell slot to cast Aura of Vitality, and he will heal for 73 points.
Okay, I will take that. That's a lot more health than what I needed, but thanks.
So onward to revenge and violence.
Revenge.
Correct.
Actually, the first thing Gilbert would like to do is get a slice of the pizza that the lieutenant's making.
The lieutenant has a pizza.
Why
Yes,
did I recognize you hated that particular type of pizza? Because I was wrong.
It's Hawaiian pizza. Best pizza.
Ah, yes, treason pizza, my favorite.
No, that ain't right.
We just got pineapple on it.
It's called blasphemy, mister. You should try it sometime.
Oh, hey, Under, I have a question.
Mhm.
So, specifically with the, let me hop back to it. The Hobgoblin Warlord, the leadership feature. We're talking Monster Manual 187. I'm thinking of shifting from being a champion to a Hobgoblin Warlord. So it says leadership recharges after a short or long rest. My question is that like for a minute, any creature I can see within 30 feet has perpetual access to a D4?
Wait, Gilbert, did
I
you turn? Sorry, keep going.
or I can give everybody one D4.
It sounded like blessed to
So,
me.
you can utter a special command or warning whenever a non-hostile creature that you can see within 30 feet makes an attack or saving throw. Attack roll or saving throw. That creature that you're yelling encouragement at, or I'm sorry, you're yelling leadership at, can then add a D4 to the roll, provided it can hear and understand you. So it is similar to Bless. But
So
you basically have to be actively communicating with them the entire time. If someone loses the ability to hear you for whatever reason, door closing, you falling down a pit, banishment, whatever, then they cannot benefit from that.
all right. And this would be a thing where I activate leadership with an action once, and I can continue to use that function without using an action, because everyone within 30 feet is now subject to something that's running?
No, you activate it with an action. Then after you activate it, anytime a creature you see that makes an attack roll or saving throw, and they can hear you, then that creature can make a D4.
Okay. But I only have to activate this once for a minute.
For a minute, yes.
Okay. Good to know. And then I can turn into, like, any creature from a module that's official.
Within reason, sure.
What would you define as outside of reason?
I'll know it when I see it.
Okay, let's go with the example of a Death's Head of Ball.
What?
Death's Head of Ball. It is page 233 of Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. CR5.
While these things are being considered, I will cast Aid on the 4th level on myself,
Yeah, that's fine.
Gilbert,
Yes.
and Spook, the main Spook. 8.
Cool.
Yep, so it's 15 extra maximum HP for 8 hours. And you gain that much.
All right. So what do you guys do now?
I think we should go to the pyramid.
I'm sorry. Mech, can you repeat that?
I'm gonna
15
get on my
extra
magic.
maximum HP for 8 hours.
Oh, 15. I'm sorry. I was on a different tab, looked over, and I saw 73, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that's how much you get healed for.
No, I realize that now. I just. Sorry.
73 extra HP, Jesus.
Yeah, I misunderstood the context because what I'm doing on my end, and I just was like, really confused.
When we get to one aisle of that pyramid, I'll cast the invisibility on myself and the robot. And I'll also cast it on War, because fuck it, why not?
You casting on War?
Yep, when we get within 1 mile of the pyramid. See
What-
invisibility.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get on my flying.
So you guys head north? Is that what I'm hearing?
To the pyramid?
Yes.
Pyramid, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
All right, you guys trudge through the desert, except for those of you that can fly. You
Can't
start heading.
fly, but I'm just
A
gonna.
mile away, you cast your seeing visibility. It's still. It only takes you maybe an hour or so to get there. It's only 2 miles away. But even still, even though the sun is just starting its ascent into the sky, it's already getting like stupid hot, and you even like kind of get like a tinge of mugginess in the air almost, like it might rain.
If I breathe my cold at myself, does that help at all?
You can ask Gilbert about what happens when you do that.
Yeah, if you inhale your own frost breath or use it on yourself, yeah, it's not comfy. It's not comfy. You will get frozen and in a swamp, unconscious for about 3 hours as the party has to thaw you like a turkey.
It's AGR.
I mean, that happened once.
Oh, hey, Mina's here. All right.
Me
But
and
as you guys
stumbling out of the mansion.
As you guys approach, you can start to see in the distance what kind of looks like the cap of a pyramid, sticking maybe a couple feet out of some large sand dunes. It's maybe a couple 100 feet away at this point.
Mena, would you like to make terrible decisions with me?
Us?
Climb aboard the griffin that is currently riding an adult silver dragon.
Sure thing, boss.
Complete the Voltron.
Do the thing.
All right, you climb on top of the griffin, which is riding on top of the silver dragon.
This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have anything that makes people fast
Got Long Strider.
besides
I got
that?
wings.
Be much faster.
Alright then.
I have an idea of what you're trying to go for. Do you have an ability to consistently get to melee of the dragon, even if he fucks off and flies?
So if I long strider myself, which I can already do, then I'll be as fast as him underground.
Okay.
So we're approaching the pyramid? Yes, no,
Yeah.
yes.
You are.
I don't suppose he's waiting for us. That would be very nice of him.
You don't see any dragons, no.
course he isn't the honorable sort.
When you are 50 feet away from the tip of that pyramid, the sand around it begins to swirl up and like a cyclone. You begin to see arcs of what appear to be lightning jumping around inside of it. And a face appears in the whirling sand. Everyone roll initiative.
Are we like fighting the mummy? What? What?
This is fine.
Cave of Wonders.
Man behind the curtain reveals himself, his face only.
And Gilbert is apparently extremely surprised.
First rolls the lieutenant, seconds the Sam Walken.
Putting an arrow in it, whatever it is.
Good idea. Whatever this is, it sure ain't friendly.
And it's gonna get a face full of bolts.
And then the DM rolled 5 initiatives. You thought it was only the dragon, but in the sand dunes there was like 20 assassins and a
And also-
mage.
All right,
And
well,
also-
It's a Baylor's.
I am shooting it. The face. No, wait, no. First, I am casting Hunter's Mark on it. That's a bonus action.
What is this now?
Then, I'm firing twice, action surging, and firing 3 more times. Oh, wait, 2 more times.
okay.
Yeah, 3 more times.
Com check.
I hear you.
I hear
We hear you.
All right.
Okay, those
I mean-
all hit.
Oh, this is going to be some spicy damage.
Her.
Do we still only see the face in the sand?
Yes, the face made out of whirling sand.
What kind of face?
Kind of like a very generic, like dots for eyes and like this larger dot of a mouth.
Like the spooky, you're trying to make a shadow monster, but you don't know how to make a monster that's scarier than like a demon or a
It's like
dragon.
a-
So you
it's like
just go
Star-
with, you go something vague and let people fill in the blanks themselves.
I mean, like a criminal wearing a nylon sock on their head.
It's like Star Fox 64 and Ross. Or that.
Kind of like this. I mean, this isn't like the right picture for it, but the face is kind of reminiscent of that.
That, but covered in sand.
Yes.
Magical damage.
All right. Yeah, you see the whirlwind falter, but it's still whirling.
I think that's right.
All right, second lieutenant. Unless you're not done more.
No, I'm pretty much, I burned through everything, yeah.
All right, second lieutenant.
So, second lieutenant's going to cast Illusory Dragon.
Okay.
Throw it out where the one should be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as a bonus action, it's going to. What would sand not be like good at handling?
Water.
I believe
T-Max.
ice types are also super effective.
It's gonna hit it with a blast cold for 76. Save for half. That's gonna be a intelligence saving throw. And if it needs to, once it's immune, it also has to make a roll A wisdom save against fear. DC on both of those should be 19.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
capable of making that intelligence save.
All right. Yeah, you chill it. The whirlwind begins to slow as you kind of see snow start to get kicked off out of it. And yeah. Anything else?
Is there cover nearby?
No. You're in a desert.
All right, get for him then.
All right, Mina.
Well, given that I don't think I can reach the guy with my sword, I think probably just bless everybody up here. So that's me, the griffin, and the dragon.
The bless
Okay.
stack.
All right. Anything else?
Uh,
All right. Nala.
I'm going to make Gilbert proud and charge into glorious melee combat with whatever is spooky and sandy.
Okay. And you're a dragon, right?
I am a dragon.
All right. And you're flying into melee with it.
I'm going to breathe ice at it as I'm charging into melee. Yes.
Okay. What kind of save for the ice breath?
If you're an
Breath,
adult,
60
it should be
foot
a
cone.
DC 20.
DC 20 Constitution.
Constitution. Well, it
That does
passed.
succeed, so it takes half of this. Oh, nice. Half of that is
I got
37.
it. All right.
All right. And if it's still alive, I'll have my griffin attack it as well.
All right. Well, so you breathe on it, and as you fly into melee, I'm going to need you, the griffin, and Mina, since you're all riding atop of each other, to make strength saving throws as the sand is especially grating, like running into, well, a sand blaster.
Who would have thunk it?
I awful at these. Wow, I really rolled low. That's
Wow.
remarkable.
That's for me, and the griffin is.
Oh, you have a D4 as well. Don't forget for the griffin.
Yeah.
Right.
And yourself.
$13 for the griffin, and 26 for me.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Nala, you were the only one that passed. Everyone else is going to take full damage. You take half of 22 slashing damage.
Well, that's not bad.
All right, and you may continue.
All right. Fuck it, I'll bonus action healing word to the griffin, and then griffin attack.
Okay.
Griffin attack is not great, but it's better than nothing. Oh, nice. Nat 20.
Neat.
And find or summon greater steed does give multi attack, right? It's only ranger animal companion that doesn't.
Correct.
All right, then that also comes with the claws attack.
Mm-hmm.
26 hit.
Yes.
And 11.
Alrighty.
The Griffin's attacks are not magic.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Alright, and that is my turn.
Alrighty then. Crazy, you're up.
How far away is this?
It is 60 feet.
Okay, I'm just gonna fly closer.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Lieutenant.
And a dragonborn in heavy armor on a broom. That's so fucked up.
The lieutenant is gonna pat the samurai on the back, say, "Go get him, Tiger," and start moving away from combat.
Okay. All right. Well, this thing. Well, it's going to form an appendage and try to smack Mina at the top of the animal stack.
Yes, clearly the brains of the operation.
Does a 23 hit Mina?
A 23 hits me.
Ruh-oh.
Now, this probably doesn't bring him within my reach. I assume he just has a longer reach based on that, but, you know, I have to ask.
You are in melee with him. You were brought into melee with him by the dragon that your griffin is riding on, that you are riding on.
Such a
All of that
stupid
cut
plan.
off.
You are at 0 feet from him.
Well, when he moved into range of me, I can hit him.
He didn't
I
move. You
moved
moved
into
to
range.
him, not the other way around.
Oh, that's right.
You're
Okay.
riding a Griffin, riding a
I know.
dragon that flew into melee.
I remember now.
All right. Well, Mina, you take 20 bludgeoning damage from the slam.
Ouch.
Yike.
This is fine.
Yep. It then tries to bop the dragon in the snout.
Boop in the snoot.
I don't think it succeeds.
I am the only one who boops the snoots.
Okay. And then with that, it is Gavid.
Where's the enemy?
60 feet in front of you.
60 feet.
It is a column of whirling sand.
So does that mean I can't hit it?
It apparently means you can hit it, but it's in front of you. It's 60 feet away.
I know that, but I'm like, if it's sand, like if I hit it, my axe will just go right through it.
The melee dub earlier. You can do it.
Yeah, you had no trouble hitting me when I was made out of fire that one time. Plaid fire.
You can pick a fist fight with a fart cloud and win.
Can I use an action to wait? No, that's not a bad idea. That's a bad idea. I want to run 40 feet and pop my rage,
Okay.
and that's all I can do.
All right, Dean.
Have this thing take 3 bolts.
Uh-huh.
3-minute break.
They both hit.
That sharpshooter, and I think that misses.
That does not.
I think this is the main bad. Distraction. Take 32 magical person.
Okay, and as you deal your damage to it, the sand begins to dissipate. Wisps of it begin to come down, kind of covering everyone in a fine coat of sand. And as this happens, more of the pyramid is revealed, all the way down to a base that is apparently carved on a sandstone plateau. And to the east of it is what appears to be a small well. You guys are out of initiative.
Ooh,
Man, I hate sand. Gets
it's
everywhere.
coarse and rough. Gets everywhere.
Damn it.
The lieutenant is going to walk up and casually high-five the simulacrum. The simulacrum then disintegrates and reforms.
Okay.
I would like to high five my griffin. It does not disintegrate and reform.
Mhm.
Play under. I
Mhm.
got a question. I'm just thinking about. I'm still thinking about the heavy armored dragonborn on a broom. Since he's a cavalier, would that count as his mount? Would his cavalier abilities,
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
So he hasn't.
Lovely.
can the dragon carry the griffin and the cavalier?
He has to be the one who control the mount, so it doesn't really work with intelligent mounts all that well. Like, he'd have to be under his control.
Could I have the griffin be under his control?
The griffin would not be riding you then.
I can arrange that.
The broom would go slower then.
Wait, what's your fly speed on that broom? So griffin's got a fly speed of 80.
Let me find it here.
Just the meme ability of a dragonborn heavy armored cavalier riding around on a broom.
Right,
It's
right.
riding side saddle, like ankles crossed.
He's like yelling at the broom, "Get me closer! I want to hit it with my sword!"
Flying speed of 50 feet.
My griffin is faster than your broom, but that would require sacrificing the animal stack.
But if the broom is carrying over 400 pounds, its flying speed then becomes 30 feet.
Mina, do you want to ride a griffin on top of a dragon, or do you want to just ride a dragon?
I am pretty much okay with whatever. Dragons, griffins, you know.
Whatever pays the bills, huh?
Pretty much.
Alright. Griffin, bring the small dragon thing wherever it needs to go, and I'll just have the griffin follow the dragonborn's orders for the time being. Which means Mina would have to be on the dragon.
Okay, boss.
Alright.
I want to be flying in. I want to fly in on something because aerial support and all that.
So is the griffin on the broom with me or
Uh,
flying behind
if somebody makes me fly, I could like carry
The
people.
griffin
Maybe.
is faster than the broom, and you can ride on top of the griffin instead of on the broom if you want.
That will work. I will do that.
Alright, the griffin has a fly speed of 80 feet.
There is a small whale.
A small whale?
It's a baby whale.
It's a baby wheel.
Wheel, 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 what have we here?
That's what I want to know. What's in the well?
Oh,
I
it means,
go
it means our armored carriage is missing a wheel.
Alright, so you go over to the well. Alright, you look down the well. How far is your dark vision?
60 feet. I do have see invisibility up at the moment.
Okay. Well, you see it go down at least 60 feet before trailing off into darkness. It appears to be a 5-foot diameter well. It's like a tube going straight down.
I will peek in
It's
with
like
my
can't
100.
on a rock and drop
While somebody's going to get a rock, I'll peek down it with my 120-foot dark vision if that helps anything.
It does. You see 120 feet of a tube that goes off into darkness.
Light up a torch and I put it down.
Important science update. The hole is big.
5 foot in diameter.
The hole is narrow but long. End of science update.
All right, you light a torch in, drop it down. Then someone comes over and throws a rock in afterwards. You see the torch going down, and down, and down, and then it goes out.
I hear the eventual
That's a deep hole, bro.
2 sounds hitting the ground.
You do not.
That is very fucking far. Was that longer than 5 seconds?
No, it wasn't. It was going down. It was like highlighting tube. You could still see it, and then the torch just went out.
Does anybody have a prism stone?
I imagine it'd break in terror. Make that
Prism stone for
nasty
what?
noise. See how far this drop goes.
I can go look. Hey, wait, no, I got a great idea. How wide is this? Well,
Do we have a spider?
5
5
feet.
feet.
Do we have an itsy bitsy spider to send it on the water spout?
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
can't we just toss the robot down in there?
No. I sent Spoder down there.
Okay.
All right, Spoder starts crawling, and crawling, and crawling, and
Do like
crawling.
what do you call it? Whenever they free fall with a web. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it spins off some web and then jumps. You hear a little tiny wee as it goes down the well.
We should have thrown a squirrel down. We should have thrown a squirrel because they can survive a fall at terminal velocity.
All
The
right.
squirrel's terminal velocity is almost
As
12
it's
miles
going down, at about the same point where you saw, are you looking through its eyes?
Yeah.
All right. Does it have dark vision?
It sure does.
Okay, good.
30 feet.
So as you're going down, you see hovering apparently in midair that stone and your torch unlit. And then as the spider gets to about the same spot, the spider takes 11 acid damage and
Let's
stops
see
moving.
what happened to it.
Yeah, if you're watching it like hit and like stopped suddenly and then melted.
That does not kill the Spoder.
Oh, then in that case, the spider can actually feel that it is as if it is in like it is restrained. It is where is that listed?
Restrained, grappled, prone.
Thank you, grappled. It is restrained and grappled, and it took the 11 acid damage, and it feels like there's something holding it. Mm-hmm. Like landed in something.
Turns out inspiring leaders great at late levels for minions and such.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know how far the drop was before
130 feet.
3 feet. Could I make some kind of check to determine what that thing is, or if it is a thing or a creature?
Say again?
Could I make some kind of check to determine what that thing is on the ground, seeing it?
Nope. If you know, you know it. If you don't, you don't. There is no check.
I would
describe what happened.
I already did.
Yeah,
your spider. Oh, you described it to the party. Oh, sorry.
Absolutely.
I would guess gelatinous cube or something similar. It was.
Okay, so I was having some audio issues there. A spider has died? Like a familiar?
It
A
did not
spider
die
got hurt.
because it's
And it fucked off.
Where did this happen?
It was
130 feet down the
at the
well.
bottom of a well, about 130 feet down. It dropped into something that grappled and restrained it, and it started melting from acid, and then it was poofed away.
It was grappled and restrained by this impact.
By something at the bottom. We don't know if it was the impact or if it was a creature because the spider was in a controlled fall.
About how far down was it
130 feet.
again?
130 feet. 130.
I'm going to go AFK for a minute.
Second, while I look up some ranges. Okay. The second lieutenant is going to walk up to the well, look down into the well, and is going to put an incendiary cloud down at the bottom of the well.
Oof.
Okay. Right, refresh my memory on what incendiary cloud does.
A swirling cloud of smoke shot through with white-hot embers appears in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range. The cloud spreads around corners and is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration being concentration up to 1 minute, or until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it. When the cloud appears, each creature in it must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 10d8 fire damage on a failed save, half on success. The creature must also make the saving throw that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
Well, it got a 1 on the deck save.
Well,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you hear what sounds like wet squelching sounds coming from the well. Anything else you guys doing?
Then, where the hell did I put it? Well's made of stone, right?
It appears to be made out of sandstone, yes.
Okay. Oh, never mind. I forgot I did not take that in favor of transmute rocks. So yeah, it's gonna be all the second lieutenant does.
Alright. Anybody else doing anything? Here's wet squelching sound kind of repeating as it comes as in the well. Now, are you still looking down the well?
I imagine as soon as the smoke rises up, we all fucked off.
Okay.
I'm gonna back
If-
up enough where it jumps out. I'm shooting it.
If it sounds like it's getting closer, then the second lieutenant's going to use transmute rock to mud on the well twice, so that like the mud flows down and like covers, like, you know, seals it off, and then like to zap the mud back into rock, just cork the well.
Okay.
Wow.
You cap the well with sandstone.
Oh, it was getting closer. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why I was asking now slowly down, because you would have seen an unlit torch and a rocks floating their way up the well. It would have
It's
entered her
fucking invisible? We could've-
120 dark
Oh, shit.
vision.
Slimes! Fuck! Another one? Damn it!
But he sealed it off, and yeah, that's that.
Now it is corked in there with what is basically a big old cloud of white phosphorus.
Right? It's fucked. It had like 3 hit points left. It's fucked.
Little did you know Basil was a legal observer. This is getting brought up at the trial later.
Oof. Oof.
Basil's
we are
UN
all-
cap comes out.
To the actual lieutenant, shake hands, disintegrate, reform.
Christ, how many times can you cast that spell?
Say again?
How many times can you cast that spell a day? Simulacrum.
Well, no one's actually casting simulacrum strictly. The simulacrum is using Wish to cast simulacrum.
Ah, I see. And he's making a simulacrum of you. Okay, I see. Okay, yep. Neat.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then
workaround.
dying.
Yeah, then he dies instantly after doing that. Yeah. Neat. Okay. I was just curious because it seemed like you were like, pretty sure you've used up your 9th and 8th spell slots at this point.
He got unlimited spells. He worked it out.
This is the technique that's allowing the lieutenant to, when he's not in the field, just kind of sit in a hot tub sipping mimosas, eating peeled grapes handed to him by unseen servants.
Yep. I like it. All right. Well, you guys have capped the well. There's just this stone pyramid here.
Hey, Lieutenant, do you want to dig a really big fucking hole?
For what?
Well, what's at the bottom of the well?
Well, we have an idea where the pyramid is, right? Why look
Yes.
for an entrance when we can force our own into being?
Well, the swirling sand monster that you had already defeated, it had removed all of the sand that had built up around the pyramid. You can actually see all the way down to its base.
Oh.
There we go.
Lieutenant, would you like to deconstruct this pyramid?
Yeah, we can do that.
Is that really what we're doing?
I mean, the dragon blew up our cart and
Yeah.
killed your alpacas.
Oh,
Why
I'm-
don't we fuck up his house?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if that's the best way to go about killing him, like maybe he'll just fuck off if we do that.
If he fucks off, then we get to claim his house.
We don't want him to
Oh,
fuck off.
shit.
We want him dead.
I don't
No
know.
matter
I mean,
principle.
we could
Like a
kill him,
dragon.
but he knows that if he retreats from this fight, we claim his
No,
house, which is even more important than when he claimed our cart. So
Yeah,
even
because
if
we'll
we
get all
don't kill
his
him,
treasure.
we have one-upped him, and his
Yeah, no,
pride
I'm
will
on
not
board with
allow
this now.
to happen.
Didn't he attack our other base? You know, the other mountain where the red dragon
No,
was?
that was a red dragon.
Oh,
It
we
would
have to
look
go
like
back
that.
and kill
It would look like the red dragon's, angsty kid took over launched a coup while Nala was away on important business.
Well, then after we kill the blue dragon, we go back and kill the red again.
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay, cool.
I need a new cloak.
Satisfy that well enough soon here.
I have the. We're not in combat, are we?
No, you're not in combat.
Alright, I have materials for a new cloak if you need one, Gilbert.
I never
Yeah.
got one of those.
I have the Griffin's old armor from the first time I unsummoned it, of the Red Dragon hide.
No.
That's enough mass, I think, for 4 medium creatures for a large mount. It's either 2 or 4. I don't remember whether weight or price is doubled.
Oh wait, no, I already have good armor. Never mind.
Well, it's a cloak. It doesn't. It goes over your armor, not in place of it.
Oh, what is it? Does it do anything, or
Fire resistant.
it's not bad? So are we bringing this place down?
Yeah, let's fuck
That
up his
is-
house.
That is our MO.
So what exactly are you doing?
I have commissioned the lieutenant and the second lieutenant to take the pyramid and remove it from existence.
Right, I got that. How do you plan to accomplish this?
All right, I'm gonna need a flyer.
Gilbert turns into a dragon.
All right. Let me see what the range is on this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna come with you too. I also have it prepared.
Okay, so the lieutenant and the second lieutenant are going to mount up, and the lieutenant is going to instruct Gilbert to circle the tip of the pyramid at 120 feet.
Gilbert shall follow this to the letter and the spirit.
And the second lieutenant is going to begin using transmute rock to melt the pyramid.
Okay, can you just cast it an unlimited number of times?
Well, he casts it twice, refreshes with the actual lieutenant, continues casting.
It's a class feature. It doesn't use up the stone when you do that. I'm asking.
What do you
I'm not
mean?
sure.
Okay. The second lieutenant casts spells, expending spell slots. That because
Right.
he's a
I
single-
got that, but I was asking specifically about the is Transmute Rock a spell or a
Transmute
class
rock is
feature?
spell. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fifth
Sorry.
level, range 120 feet, 40 cubic foot stone to mud or mud to stone.
Ah, okay. So,
Starting out of the mud,
40
just making it
cubic
bald.
feet. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you take like the top part off the pyramid. It kind of starts to flow down the sides as mud, and he casts it again. Sorry, I thought this was a wizard, like a spell feature thing. That's why class feature thing. That's why I was confused.
I think I actually do have that similarly named as a feature. Let me check.
Yeah, I thought it was like using the stone up or something. You could do it, but anyway. All right,
yeah.
so you do
There's
that.
like transmutation savant, transmuter stone, transmute, bunch of other shit. Master transmuter. There's a lot of transmutation going on here.
Yeah.
Transmutation wizards like transmuting, apparently.
Go figure.
Beautiful.
When you cast it the third time, part of the stone sloughs off the side. Some of it, however, seems to kind of melt into a chamber inside the pyramid.
Oh, there's the door.
In this chamber, as you're flying above it, you can see a giant vulture, black, like this large black vulture-like creature, sitting atop a sandstone pillar in this room, just kind of staring up at you with these glowing yellow eyes. Next to it, you can see a set of spiral stairs descending down.
How
We
far
have
away is it?
completed the dungeon.
Is this where we roll initiative?
Nope, not yet.
Under how far away is it?
I mean, here. This is a side view.
Ah, nice.
You've melted the top up to the black part.
You know what? Gilbert is going to just a second. Gilbert's gonna slap a death ward onto Lieutenant Prime or First Lieutenant.
Okay. But yeah, it's just sitting there, staring up at you. There's mud kind of bubbling around him.
Yeah, Spectre, you got Death Ward now. So if something hits you to 0 hit points or below, you're instead reduced to 1.
Excellent.
Um,
We taking this guy?
can the rest of the party see it?
You can see it. Lieutenant can see it. The party on the ground, not so much, because it's inside. Like there's like a wall around it still.
I mean, there's still 2 dragons and a griffin.
Yeah,
to get the rest of the
everybody with an
party.
elevated position can see it, but it's not like it's hidden or anything. But people on the ground next to the pyramid cannot, because they'd have to be looking through solid rock still.
I did try to say I was going with also.
Well, we got this big black vulture, guys. Lieutenant, do you want to just keep melting it until this thing decides to attack?
Yeah, let's do that.
Gilbert is
Yeah,
going to.
It's kind of like this.
Neat.
Gilbert's going to,
Sure.
along with like flying around for the lieutenant and the second lieutenant, is going to ready a. Let's just go with a frost breath blast if this thing, gets aggressive and flies within range.
Okay.
I'm going to be sticking with the ground party in case they need to get airborne quickly.
So are we rolling initiative?
Nope. So you guys are just going to continue melting the pyramid around it?
Yep.
Mhm.
I got nothing else to do.
All right. You keep melting the pyramid. As you begin to
We're
melt
gonna-
the floor under him, he disappears.
It should be worth noting. Let's see. With transmute rock, and specifically transmute rock to mud, which is the sub-feature of transmute rock, if you cast spell on area of ground, becomes mighty enough that creatures can sink into it. Each foot that a creature moves to the mud costs 4 feet of movement. Any creature on the ground when you cast a spell must make a strength saving throw. Has to save first time it enters or ends its turn in there. On a failed save, the creature sinks into the mud and is restrained, though it can use an action to end the restrained condition on itself by pulling itself free of the mud.
You know what to do if you get stuck in the
Yeah.
mud.
The
Yeah,
mud
but
falls,
you
and
guys are
creature
watching
under the
it.
mud must make a dex save for bludgeoning damage, 48 save for half.
Right. Yeah, I got all that. I found the spell. Right, and when you're about to reach it, it just disappears. Like it's there one moment, gone the next.
Well, let's keep melting.
Oh, poor bastard.
Okay, you keep melting. You melt all the way down to the ground level. And, you can see that there's still like a depression in the mud where there was a staircase. You get the impression that it was leading down below ground level. But you have, at this point, leveled the pyramid.
Whatever was down there is now completely filled with mud, more than likely.
So let's see. We've collapsed towers, blown up and collapsed citadels, and now we've melted pyramids.
You hear what sounds like thunder off in the distance, like many, many miles away.
Excavated pyramids.
It's fine, and we did not unleash a curse on the whole continent, and I am really upset that you would insinuate such a thing.
And most of these here, Pharaoh's curses are about trespassing. We didn't trespass. We never set foot in it.
If we remove the building from existence, we cannot trespass on it.
I would
Well,
like to shimmy my into loose sand in an attempt to hide.
Okay, you dig yourself into some loose sand and try to hide. There's this very conspicuous mound of sand.
It's an assassin. So are we just gonna wait for the dragon to show up? I feel like
I might have a solution. If I can find a beast with a burrow speed.
I feel like it warrants pointing out we don't really have the means to chase the dragon underground effectively.
I can do that.
Say, mud is earth, so probably go for a quick swim in it with what's the earth elemental thing?
Yeah, that thing.
Alright, so we have one person who can effectively chase a dragon underground.
I can only go as fast as it can, though. I can't go any faster without haste.
Under?
Yes.
I guess as a silver dragon, Gilbert is going to start digging into the ground where the stairwell shaft was.
This is going to be, of course, after the first and second lieutenant have dismounted.
Of course. And using
Okay.
frost breath as a way to so the mud would have components of water in it, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's not really mud. Yeah, Gilbert's gonna, frost breath it so that it hopefully coagulates a bit more, and try
Turn it-
scooping it out.
So I could just turn it back into stone, but yeah, it works too.
Okay. So you start like freezing it to get it kind of coagulated, and you start scooping it out. As you kind of squeeze
Like
yourself.
a dog in a sandbox.
Yeah. Well, you can't like go straight down because there's these like stone steps in the way that are like actual like worked stone. Unless you're like just trying to bust this through this entire stairwell here.
No, I'll leave melting that for the lieutenant.
Okay, so you're just kind of working your way down the spiral staircase while digging.
Yeah.
These
I can.
tight quarters. Okay, you start.
I mean, as far as I can.
Well, you can do it as long as you don't want to turn around. So you are squeezing yourself down this tube, essentially.
Let's go with like, I guess the equivalent of like the dragon's like head and upper torso in, and then back up to see if the lieutenant wants to try to melt stuff.
Lieutenant's gonna melt your ass.
So
with
it doesn't
this.
take much to eventually figure out that there is a room down there. It's like a couple feet below the surface, and like you can like feel the ceiling and things as you begin, digging it out a little bit.
Wait, I can feel the ceiling? Wouldn't that just be the floor?
No.
Or do you mean like I've cleared out an opening into the room and I can feel where the roof is underneath?
Right, like you've made this little divot into the mud, and you can feel the corners where like you find the ceiling of that room.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'll point this out to the lieutenant.
All right, so what are we doing with this?
I was thinking melt it.
Excavate.
Yep. All right.
Not barbarians.
So
Most of us.
that's going to be
What are you doing?
more transmute rock to mud on that.
On what? Where? Can you like open that up and paint something and draw like what you're trying to fucking excavate? Because I'm not sure what you mean.
Okay. So you say that on the image you just posted, that little segment that's cut away there,
Mhm.
that's like the lip of where you can, or there's like a stone ceiling.
Yes.
That.
You're excavating the stone ceiling.
Transmute rock to mud on that particular area of stone.
Okay.
Centered.
Okay. So you do that. And you can see where the mud had kind of spilled out all along that staircase, partially filling that room. Beneath you, you can make out a stairwell leading further down into the room that was not buried.
All right. Cool.
Let me just get you a map in a second.
That's a hell of a way to make an entrance.
Hmm.
Take the whole top off.
Ah, yes, under this map that you have. Fuck it, we're melting it.
Yeah, it works.
We're excavating it. We're not. Most of us aren't barbarians.
All right, so you melt the ceiling.
Alright, under can say melt.
You know, to an archaeologist, we must be absolute iconoclasts.
Yeah, you are. So that black section of that room still that I didn't reveal, that is just full of mud. Like the mud had like filled up that whole like left portion of the room, but it had not quite filled up the stairwell yet. so you can see those stairs kind of peeking out, and you can tell that it goes further down.
Well, guess it's time for another spider.
What's happening? I went to grab a drink.
We are in need of some scouting.
I can scout. Is it kind of darkish down through there? Because I can go into stealth and vanish.
You do not. Actually, that's a good point. You guys would see occasional colored flashes of lights reflecting on the stairs.
Does it
Weird.
look like
What kind of colors?
torches or like
Sorry, I got too many books open.
Is it like red, pink, purple, blue?
Hey, you see that? I think there's treasure down there.
Guys, if it's red, pink, purple, and blue, it's the warp.
No, you see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, like flashes of light kind of reflecting on the stairs. Like all the colors of the
right.
rainbow. Just occasionally, like, once in a while you'll see a red and then a green, then 2 flashes of yellow.
Yeah.
it's a double rainbow?
It's a pride rave.
Send Spoder down there. Why not? I'm curious.
Okay. You send Spoder down there. Spoder goes down the stairs. And as it gets to the bottom of the stairs, it sees in front of it a mist. A gray, like floating mist filling the room. And occasionally you see like explosions of colored light in the depths of that fog, essentially. However, it does obscure any vision that your creature has. Can't see more than like 5 feet in front of it.
Would True Sight mitigate this for future reference?
You have no idea. You're not down there with True Sight to find. No. So what do you do?
Spoder will continue. Could I tell if these flashes of light seem to be traveling in an arc, in a straight line?
You can tell looking at it that it doesn't have any immediately obvious pattern. They appear to be random. Okay, and you're telling your spider to continue into the mist.
Sure.
Okay, he travels into the mist.
Is that dice I heard?
Indeed.
It is dice you heard.
I have tempted
He
fate.
goes 5 feet. Nothing happens. Still doesn't see anything. Goes another 5 feet. Still just mist around him. Occasional pops of color in there. Blue one was awfully close, but not on you.
I can do dramatic
15
effects if
feet
you'd like.
traveled in the mist. Still no effect.
Can I tell what direction the Spoder went?
Away from the stairs. You just sent it deeper in, you said.
Okay.
On 40, so 50, so it'd be about 20 feet from the stairs. There is a double flash of light right on top of the spider. And I am going to need a dexterity saving throw from your spider.
Nailed it.
Okay. Is the spider immune to poison?
Nope.
Oh, good. So the spider takes 29 points of poison damage, and is blinded, and I need a wisdom save from it.
Oh, it's dead. Does that still need to make a save?
Nope. Nope, it's just dead.
The good news is you don't have to make the wisdom save. The bad news is
Yeah, so there's a fucking minefield of random lights that do bad shit. Spoder got oof.
minefield.
Also, it's very misty.
Me know what's a minefield.
Okay, guys, I have an idea. We melt it.
Yeah.
Or
Such an amazingly original idea that nobody else
or-
here could have thought of.
new idea. Now hear me out. We excavate it. I mean, it's Lieutenant's excavation, but we can't just say we're melting it. We're not Philistines.
First
we're not,
off,
we're not
based on
barbaric iconoclasts.
okay, first off, based on the description of that cloud from the reconnaissance we have done, would any of us be able to recognize what that is?
Anything really.
No, I don't think any of you would know what that is. This is not a magical effect you guys have encountered before. Actually, Lieutenant, you could make an Arcana check. There is something you might know.
That I can do.
You don't know what the mist is, but you might know something. Good enough. You do know that the colors of the rainbow like that, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, are also
Prismatic.
components of a prismatic spray.
I will relay this information to the party.
I've
Okay,
updated
melt
the
it and
map
then
a little
dispel
bit
it.
under.
Yes, that is essentially what you're looking at.
So we should oof the thing. Because fuck that shit.
Why not just go around it? We know where it's
not
going.
the
Let's dig a hole
same.
around it.
It's not the same, Gilbert.
Lieutenant has infinite spell slots.
It's not about the magic, it's about sending a message.
Fuck traps. That's our message.
Yeah, fuck your traps. We'll dig around them and then dispel them.
So what is it you want?
So do we want to try dispelling this first, or digging around it, or what? Also, Crazy, you're keying up, but we're not hearing anything.
What are we doing?
There you are. Well, we can dig around it. We can try to dispel it. We can just ignore this and fuck off. What are we doing? Like, what are our options? Those are our options. What are we gonna do with them?
I think really until we can trap the dragon in a demi-plane of some sort, we don't have any great way to keep it immobilized enough to kill it. So right now the best we can probably do is just deface as much property that it has as possible. Like Mom always used to say, if you can't be effective, at least be annoying.
Well, we can always freeze it in the ground. Like, just transmute rock the other way.
That would require it getting to sit down on mud.
Well, I don't think it can dig through solid stone, can it? Or is it big enough that it can do that?
Transmute rock going the other way has a strength check to break free from the stone.
Right. Under, did I see the dragon digging through what looked like solid stone, or was it only sand?
You only saw it digging through dirt and sand.
Oh, okay. Well, if we trap it in stone, it's fucked.
Maybe.
If we trap it in stone, it has to make a DC 20 strength check or deal 25 damage to the rock around it. Which I'm sure it's more than capable of doing. Com check.
Yeah, I heard you.
I
I'm just
hear ya.
waiting for people to tell me what they're doing.
I say we just collapse the cave or the roof on the magic trapped hallway.
Well,
Yeah, let's just melt it.
Just gonna do this for like 3 pages of dungeon under design. and
And
then
then they melted it.
and Tarask is gonna be at the bottom.
I see, but you made one critical error. You added a roof.
I mean, look, at least we're not doing like some Minecraft strategy where we melt straight down.
Yes, you are.
that's exactly what we're doing, Gilbert.
Looks like we're doing it at an angle.
We're doing the Minecraft strategy where you go 3 down, 1 over, 3 down, 1 over.
Well, that's because as you were digging straight down, you found an offshoot hallway and you just explored it to find it had this misty room.
I mean, we get lucky. Even a broken watch gets lucky twice a day.
In the words of a wise man, I reject your reality and substitute my own.
In the words of a wise man with a machine gun.
Isn't that really
whatever.
just what playing an RPG is all about?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the words of a wise man with a machine gun, whatever, even a blind squirrel is right twice a day.
And then the party learned the true lesson of RPGs. They gave up and went home.
Listening to a crazy man. We believe in truth, not facts.
So,
Goodbye.
I wonder.
All right. Well, how far down is that cloud exactly?
it's about 20 feet down.
All right. First, I'm going to have the second lieutenant attempt to dispel magic on it.
All right. Have the second lieutenant make a intelligence check. Nothing happens.
He's going to do it again.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I got more of these.
I'm
Do you,
sure you
want
did.
me
He has
to
all of
take
them.
a crack at it? I'll try and dispel magic at it.
All right. Well, for now, it's a charisma check, but you can both try it if you want. The second lieutenant appears to have problems with this mist here. It just seems to be eating his spell slots.
Fuck it, I'll
Shit
throw,
rolls.
I
I'll throw
am.
Bardic at it. 17.
Knocks it down first
Okay,
try.
nothing happens.
Ooh.
Magic, I think, is a 9th level spell. This could be even higher.
And maybe you could try, like, not rolling like shit, perhaps.
Get all the bad rolls out
You
of
know,
the way.
I bet if you rolled above a 10, you could pull it off.
I think I'll
Wait.
take Basil's advice.
Okay, and you do it again.
Yeah.
What
Fuck,
are we
I'll throw
doing?
Bardic at it just shits and giggles.
Are we attempting to dispel it?
What does a 26, 33?
All right. The mist retreats 5 feet from the stairs.
Oof.
Eh. Well,
Hey, guys. Maybe we should go around it.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
It is a mist. It does kind of go around things as well.
I wonder if an
Well,
anti-magic
that's my
field-
point. It ends at a stairwell here. Why don't we just dig around it until we find where it ends?
I wonder if an anti-magic field would get us through here.
Do it.
I don't have the spell.
I think we should just keep digging.
I think it's only a cleric spell.
Pretty sure wizards have it.
May
8th or 9th?
8.
Hey, second lieutenant. Do you want to cast anti-magic field?
The second lieutenant, while he could cast anti-magic field, would have to burn a 9th level slot to do it.
That's the point. That's a good point.
Now, the lieutenant could do it, but then you wouldn't be able to get fresh second lieutenants for at least another long rest.
You know that's true. That sucks. How far have we dispelled it away from us?
5 feet.
How far is this tunnel?
You can't see the end. The mist is obscuring.
So that's like.
Okay, how
At least
far
20
away?
feet.
5 feet.
You can see 5 feet to the edge of the mist, and then you kind of see an indeterminate distance into the mist, and then way off in the distance you see flashes
okay.
of color and whatnot occasionally.
Okay, this is like a
It's like
this
pea
is like
soup
a
fog.
London. Okay, yeah. London fog with Technicolor shit going on the inside. Okay.
Mhm.
Um.
London fog on the 4th of July, with sparklers and all.
I don't know why there'd be sparklers in London on the 4th of July, but go on.
To celebrate our Happy Treason Day.
Aw. That's so sweet of them.
They're celebrating the anniversary of the colonies not being their fucking problem anymore.
Right?
Ever since the Revolutionary War, the British look back at the Declaration of Independence as, oh, thank God, why the fuck did we try to keep these guys in our country?
These guys are crazy.
Okay.
Alright, give me a sec while I comb through my inventory. Maybe I can do something with that.
You guys could just run through it.
You
So
know,
anyways, I started running.
sounds like a terrible idea.
Let's do it.
Gilbert
What are we
breaks
doing?
those sprint.
We're gonna run through the sparkly tunnel.
It's shiny.
You can go off by yourself. That's about at least 20 feet.
Stay right the fuck here.
I said Gilbert braked into a sprint.
How far down is
So
the tunnel?
hold on. Gilbert. So Gilbert runs into the mist that is so dense you can't see the end. Did I hear that right?
This is factually correct.
Is
He's a
anybody
paladin,
following
he'll
him?
be fine.
Lieutenant's just going to jut his arm out and feel Nala just shudder against it as she starts to break out into a sprint as well.
I'll follow him.
Wait, why are people actually following Gilbert?
I'm not going there. No.
All right. So we got Gilbert, Crazy, and Nala all running into the mist.
Yes.
I'm sitting back. I'm just gonna wave
Okay.
a wing and yell, "Good luck,
All right.
have fun."
All right. You guys run. Let's see, 5
is
feet
that doing?
into the mist. Why don't both of you roll a d100?
Oh, I love D100s.
Only bad things can happen, right?
What do I
Should
get?
Should I roll a D100 for my griffin that Crazy is taking into there? Apparently.
Yes. You should roll it independently for them. Is Mina running in there also?
I was about to type that out, yeah.
Okay, roll a d100 then.
fuck.
First 5 feet.
I don't think this is gonna.
All
turn out
right,
good.
nothing happens to any of you.
Oh,
You guys keep moving. Next 5 feet. Another batch of D100s. We're basically using percentile dice here.
Not as good as last time.
Not quite as good.
These rolls to determine which circle of hell
Fuck
they get
that
transported to.
fuck!
Wah, wah, wah.
I can't use Indomitable on that, can I?
That's not a save.
Damn.
If you roll
All
down
right,
on a
so-
D100, there is no
So, Mina and Crazy get caught in a double pulse of yellow and indigo light. I will need them to first make dexterity saving throws.
Oh shit!
What is
Indigo.
that?
It is a dexterity saving throw.
Here comes the rave.
Yellow and indigo
range.
light, and just
Aura.
double pulse on them. I rolled 3 8s in a row doing that.
Am I in range of Aura? Does
Yes.
it still have? And what is the number on it right now?
5. All right, so you both passed the dex save, so you take half of this. And you take only 18 lightning damage apiece.
Oh no!
Do you guys keep moving?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah!
All right, D100s then for the next 5 feet.
Sure, I'll do bad things.
Oh my god! What are these idiots doing?
Let me tell you something about
Lieutenant.
one of the things that is very clearly written on her sheet and on her wiki page is that she will not break ranks to retreat without orders. Period.
Lieutenant, do you ever just look at the people we travel with and wonder how I'm not the stupidest person among us?
All the time.
Okay, nothing happens for those 5 feet. You are now at 20 feet. Or sorry, that is now 15 feet into the mist. The next 5 feet, roll D100.
Hey,
Fine.
I won!
Moore sees it differently. He sees it as, he can protect the boss from anything except
Except
his own
himself.
stupidity. If he wants to be stupid, I mean,
Fuck.
where's that gonna stop?
That's 3 people in single digits.
We're going on a wild ride tonight.
Okay,
I'm gonna fucking die.
all 4 of you run into a double pulse of orange and blue light. I need all of you, 4 of you, to make separate dexterity saving throws.
How many deck saves?
Just one. Just separate, because
Roll.
the mount has also got clipped by it.
Before you idiots.
These guys are within
About
10 feet of me, right? So they
Yes.
get +5.
Yeah, they all are within your aura. They're all running in there as a
Mount
unit.
got clipped on a net 1.
So we get an extra +5.
Yes.
I think the Mount just ate this fucking thing.
Yeah, so it's whatever your deck save is, crazy, with an additional 5 on top.
Okay. So, Mina and Gilbert pass and will take half damage. The Griffin and Crazy did not and take full damage. There are 2 damage rolls. First is 37 points of acid damage.
I resist that.
Good. That is followed immediately by 35 points of cold damage.
Oh my dear God in heaven, you idiots!
I don't resist.
Gilbert, as you're running through the mist to tank in this damage, because you're slightly out in front, the ground
yeah.
suddenly opens up in front of you, and there is a pit. You notice there are also stairs going down this pit. As you trip and kind of catch yourself, you don't quite fall, but you've definitely found some stairs going down.
Hey,
One other thing I would like to note,
under.
there is
Yes.
no more Griffin.
Might I choose to, when I realize these are stairs, allow my trip to continue.
Yes. So you
Then it's
fall,
probably gonna
and you
continue,
start
right?
going, kabonk, blah, blah, blah. And everyone hears this as they're approaching this, hear the sounds of you and your armor just crashing down these stairs.
Can Lieutenant not hear from outside?
And the rest of you, because you now know about the stairs, thanks to Gilbert's audible warning, you don't trip and fall into the stairs that you find going down. The room does continue on if you want to bypass the stairs and keep going.
Go downstairs. Get out of the smoke.
So do you guys go down, or do you keep going?
You know, just real quick, since we're running through this ridiculous stupidity, does the smoke continue down the stairs, or is it does it end there?
It appears to end at the stairs.
Oh, so I've fallen out of it?
You have fallen out of it.
It's I'm
What?
What
I'm
are
not
you doing, Gilbert?
I'm
Get
not
back in
gonna
there.
run down there. I see that's happening. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and use warding wind to push the wind away, like I would have done if everybody wasn't running off a minute ago. But and if that clears the wind, I'll go fetch everyone else and bring them to the stairs.
Okay. You use Warding Wind. It does not appear to have any effect on the mist.
Okay, then I'm going
Also,
in. They can
before
themselves.
for all of you
Yeah, I'm
idiots
going
decided to
downstairs.
go Mhm. I was going to suggest that what we do is note the direction the hallway appears to be heading in, and then go see where that is in relation to the well outside.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, if the people who have already moved through the mist want to, say, melt out a path back to the surface.
So,
What
so
power?
Gilbert is currently tumbling down those stairs. Crazy and Mina, what are you guys doing? You moving forward or not?
I'm
Yeah,
moving forward.
Crazy.
I'm sorry, Mina, everyone kept talking over you. What are you doing?
I said I'm not going to stand there and get pelted. If the warding wind does not work, I'm going to proceed to like down the stairs.
Okay. Crazy?
I'm gonna proceed down the stairs.
Okay. So you guys start going down these nice spiral stairs. You hear boinks and bangs as Gilbert continues to slide down this like 4-story spiral staircase made of stone. There is no guardrail. There's no handrail, Gilbert. So you literally, once you throw up your footing like that, you just keep going until gravity says you stop.
Crazy. I should probably make a note for you. You are dismounted from the griffin that no longer exists.
Okay.
But Gilbert, you do eventually, after boinking your way down these 4 flights, arrive at a flat surface. The stairs go no further. You find yourself in a room. And as you look around, you see mounds of gold and gems glittering in this darkened room. A winding path from the stairs to the back wall passes around these mounds of treasure. Gems seem to be more prevalent in the center of the room, with the periphery consisting mostly of coinage. At the end of the path, a mural. So it's at the end of the path at the far wall from you. A mural of a large brain with tentacles pulling itself out of a briny pool decorates the wall.
You said a
Right of
mural,
Cthulhu.
right?
Yes, a mural, floor to ceiling.
Okay. So a mural of bad shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna fire off a divine sense.
Well, that's check number 2 out of 3.
Number 2 is just a giant turd.
No, well, number 2 is the tentacle-y thingy. Number 1 was the big wind monster. Sand.
Yeah, like I said. number
Okay,
2 is a
you
turd.
fire off a divine sense. Sorry, I seem to have... Up there it is. Never mind. I'm like, I had a piece of paper that told me what that detected. You do not detect any of those creatures.
All right. Detect magic.
Ah, you cast Detect Magic. The mural lights up in illusion magic.
I charge into the mural.
Okay, so you're just following this winding path, ignoring all the treasure?
Yes.
Okay.
When has Gilbert ever given a shit about treasure?
I don't know. Alright, so you run right in, charge right into this illusory wall. So the rest of the party, well, Mina and Crazy arrive behind you, and they see you running down this path towards this mural as you just phase right through it like something out of Harry fucking Potter. Gilbert, you immediately find yourself in a rough cavern, a stairwell spanning before you. I need you to make a dex save to not go tumbling down the stairs.
Does he have disadvantage?
Tactical paladin insertion. I choose to roll.
Alright, you start rolling, and this is even farther than that spiral staircase, and it's in a straight line. When you finally arrive at the... You have taken 3 points of bludgeoning damage, as you find yourself in a large and natural-looking cavern that appears to have, like, glassy, like, streaks in the walls. Continuing off to the east from you. Further down.
I think we should follow him.
Gilbert will at this point fire off ascending while moving forward. I'll send it to Basil. And it'll say, I've achieved insertion into the dragon's lair. Scry and fry.
Well, are we just up the stairs from him?
A couple flights of stairs.
You guys are basically
you guys
standing
want.
directly above his position. He's
Oh, right,
basically
we
at the
never went down into the pit.
right. You never went down to the pit. You're on the surface, the excavated surface, which puts you like right above his current position at the bottom of the bottom stairs.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I think for no particular reason at all that I'm going to go check out that well. Although, wait, no, we already checked out the well.
Goes down about 130 feet.
The well's also
What?
sealed off at the moment.
And the well is sealed off.
Yeah, because there's something oofing inside of that.
Does the second lieutenant want to, say, melt out like a sloped tunnel of some kind so we can get down there?
Well, here's the problem with that. Transmute rock doesn't work on sand.
Dragon gloves work on sand.
Yeah, but remember, it got all the way down to the stone base.
Sandstone, right?
Yeah, it's on sandstone. This is sandstone.
Yeah, just transmute the rock underneath the sand.
All right, then, yeah, we'll do that.
All the way down.
Yeah, it was buried, but then the big column monster showed up, and then it was unburied. Alright, you start melting your way down in a sloped tunnel towards Gilbert's position, using the sending as a guide.
Nice.
Out of pure laziness, I will draw it thusly. Mina, Crazy, do you guys just follow Gilbert through the illusionary wall? Ignoring all the treasure?
Like treasure.
Is there any,
Hopefully,
is there any good treasure?
You guys are standing in a room with mounds of gold and gems that Gilbert apparently ignored when he ran through that illusory wall.
Yeah, there's no good treasure. Don't worry about it.
I'm a mercenary. I'm here for money, but I'm not here to steal money. I'm here, like, well, it needs to be accounted, and then I get paid. I go through the wall.
Okay. Crazy?
I'm gonna start picking up some gold.
Alright, you start picking up the gold. There's gems, too. Do you want gems?
Yeah, sure. I'll take jumps.
Okay.
Gems and gold.
Alright, so you start picking up coinage. Mina starts walking to the rear wall. That's when you pick up this kind of like fist-sized ruby, which then bites you.
The rubies are mimic.
Yeah, and that's when all the gems, you realize, have mouths and are jumping at you. You should roll initiative along with Mina. And Gilbert's actually close enough to do this. The party's still tunneling down. They are not there yet. This is all you guys.
Oh no!
I
We're
mean,
coming!
I might be close enough to roll, but am I close enough to hear?
If Mina was to yell out, definitely. She's at the top of the stairs. You just
Give me
tumbled
a second.
down. It's only like 20 feet down.
Mandatory surprise Pikachu face of the.
I'm really tempted not to yell out and just keep going down the stairs.
Just leave him to his fate.
Yeah, we don't have time for this.
You picked up the cursed fucking treasure. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
I didn't fucking know.
All right. Well, Mina, Gilbert, Crazy. Any of you have the alert feat?
Nope.
No.
All right. Then you're all surprised the first
surprise
round.
Pikachu face.
All right. So you're all surprised the first round.
Oh my god, y'all are gonna get killed.
Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. So those gems. So by the way, this is the initiative order. The rest of the party, unless they, they have no way of getting there, nor do they know this is going on. Like you have no indication this is happening.
The best part of it.
Let's see. How many of them can get there? So about 30 of them can get to Crazy.
Ooh, I thought this was going to be like 12 or something. Oh my god.
So Crazy, what is your armor class? Because it'll be a lot easier for me to bulk roll these.
21.
21. Okay.
Not
Anyone?
enough.
So that means with their +5 to hit, they need to get at least a 16 to hit you.
And then under rolled only nat
Oh.
20.
Okay, so 8 of the 30
Oh.
actually managed to land hits on you. Which will be
It turns out they all have blood frenzy for advantage.
Fuck that. Alright, dealing a total of 107 piercing and acid damage to you.
I'm resistant to acid.
Oh, okay. So let me just add that up real quick then. So
No. right?
33? No, 35. I got 35.
So that means you only took 90
Yeah,
points
35.
of damage. You only took 90 points of damage. Alright. Mina, you're actually in the room still. And 10 of these guys are close enough to get to you, and they will break off and attack you. You can see more of them moving that we're not able to get in range. Mina, what's your AC? Again, just bulk rolls.
The AC is only 18, but when they get into range, I do get an attack opportunity on the first one.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack of opportunity then.
Okay. Do.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
That's good. So I crit on an 18.
That's really good. So you hit one of these, like, bouncing, smiling gems.
I will hit him with this. Wow, look at them ones. Actually, I get to... That's still a 1 after I rerolled it. It shouldn't be. Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep, so that is a 28, I think, then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that bloodies the gem. Which then all dogpile. But none of them are able
Oh.
to penetrate your armor.
That's unfortunate for them.
Very.
Is this the part where you tell us all the gold pieces are also animated?
No, it looked like it was the gems that were animated. The coins are not yet moving.
Good. Not yet.
Yes. Turns out that they're, massive swarms of gold constructs.
I have a stat block for that. Thank you for reminding me. All right,
Yeah,
and Mina, it is your turn.
Come with these.
There are 10 of these things that have kind of latched themselves onto you. They don't appear to be doing any damage yet.
I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's see. There are many of these boys. I mean, I can just hit them, I guess. They're latched onto me, so they're gonna move with me. I don't have to worry about attacks of opportunity.
Correct. They appear to have grabbed up, like they're almost like they're adhering to you.
Okay. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I will. I'll follow our fearless leader's direction, and I will run that way. And we'll take a tumble down the stairs after yelling out that the treasure is trying to eat the new guy, and then we'll see if we can shake any of these fuckers off on a real long trip down the steps.
So you're just intentionally throwing yourself down the steps, trying to like land on these monsters. Okay. Let's see. So that would be probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since you're doing it intentionally, there's probably 6 opportunities to inflict a d6 of bludgeoning damage. But it'll also affect, like, inflict it to you as well. So it's up to you, Mina, how many times you're going to, like, throw yourself particularly hard to take damage and deal damage.
The answer is yes.
Okay. So that would be a total of 21 points of bludgeoning damage to you. All of the creatures latched to you are now bloodied. Oh, I'm sorry. The 9 remaining creatures. You did kill the one you had bloodied before.
Very good. Was that an action? Was that just my movement?
I'm
don't know.
going to say that was a bonus action because you did have to intentionally like aim yourself to do that, but you have not yet taken an actual action. Just used movement in a bonus action.
Okay. Well, fair enough. In that case,
You are prone.
well, if I've already used my movement, I assume that's all of it.
Yes.
So I will begin to try to murder these guys, which is probably going to be pretty awkward.
It is.
Because I'm wielding a flaming sword that is very large.
You're also prone, so yes, you have disadvantage on your attack rolls.
That's okay, because I don't have any sense that I'm going to do this recklessly anyway.
The fuck is this common sense bullshit? It sounds like cowardice.
Yep, 2 attacks and then probably action surge for 2 more.
Okay. Their AC is 12.
Well, I guess.
Like, as long as you... I'm just saying because your bonus is 12. Literally, as long as you don't roll a 1.
Look at that. When I did the... That one's going to get fucked.
Yeah, that guy is just
And then
super fucked.
the last one. Hey, that's low,
That
but
actually misses. Say again?
So hold on. I said, that's pretty low, but I have precision strike.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, it's like a 50-50 shot, but fuck it. Who cares? Hey, I hit him.
Yes, you hit them all. Well, you hit 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Okay, so first attack.
That one dies.
Second attack is the nat 20. And we'll throw up first level smite at this guy just to be an asshole. Oh, I'm sorry, the second attack's not the nat 20. Let me fix that. All right. Okay, that's the second attack.
Okay.
Then the
That guy also dies.
This guy was always going to die, but he's getting super roofed.
That one evaporates.
And then the last guy. Oh, and I actually forgot the Great Weapon Master damage on that, but it doesn't matter. And then this one as well. Boom.
All right. There are only 5 of these things left remaining latched to you. All of them are bloodied.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
I've used my action and my action surge, and my bonus action, and my movement, and I'm incredibly injured, prone at the bottom of a flight of stairs. So
Yes.
I'm good.
All right, Gilbert. Mina just threw herself down the stairs in front of you. There appears to be gems with teeth that have latched onto her and are gnawing on her.
Oh my god.
All right. And I heard her say that the new guy grabbed the gems.
She said the treasure was eating the new guy.
All right.
Get consumed by
Just
greed.
a second, I have to make sure that I am reading this spell correctly.
Stone shaped to seal the way you came.
What? No. I don't have access to that. If I did, I would. So, Under, I want to make sure I'm understanding it correctly. The spell Freedom of Movement. The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints such as manacles or a creature that has grappled. So, if this was used on Mina, would she have to spend 5 feet for each one of those gems?
Mina is not technically grappled by these guys. They're just stuck to her. They're adhered. They are light enough that they actually cannot grapple her.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like these are individual tiny creatures.
Something like if there's a 2 or 3 size category difference, the smaller creature cannot grapple the larger
Right.
one.
Yeah, these are tiny
Okay.
creatures. As medium creatures, they can't actually grapple you.
How many are there?
There are 5 on Mina.
Okay. 7th level. Banish on 4.
Oh, okay. That's charisma saves?
Yep.
All right. What's the DC?
They all fail.
I figured.
The DC is 19.
Ah, all right. Yeah. So the 11 might have if you had real shitty stats. All right. Yeah. The 4 of them just poof disappear.
And with that, Gilbert's going to look at Mina, tell her to pick herself up, and let's get going. And then he's going to start running down the hallway to get away from the, horde of treasure that's about to kill us.
Okay, you start running east. Yeah, you see the tunnel kind of getting a little narrower. You see ahead, it looks to be heading deeper down. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Crazy! You're alone in the treasure room. There are 30 gems that have latched themselves onto you with teeth, and they are biting you. You can see more moving.
gonna fucking
You can
die.
see more moving in the treasure, in the mountains of treasure. What do you do?
I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna run down the fucking steps.
So you're running for the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Believe it or not, you will actually pass close enough for 2 of these guys to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Great.
That's not hard to believe at all.
Only one's going to latch onto you. It deals 13 more piercing and, does 11 points of damage because the acid is halved. And you go through the illusionary wall. You hear the chattering of teeth behind you. And you're covered in like 31 of these gems. And the stairs loom before you. You're throwing yourself down like Mina? Crazy?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So again, you have a choice of how many times you're going to try and bash yourself on the stairs particularly hard. Between 1 and 6, and that'll determine how many d6 of damage you do to them and you.
Fuck it. Go them all.
All right, you take 25 points of bludgeoning damage as you bloody the lot of them on you.
We need us a nice AoE and everything will be fine. After we get
I
back.
love these big fighters
right.
with the
Massive hit points.
Yeah, so you are prone at the bottom of these stairs. You've used all of your movement and your bonus action. You still have your normal action. Anything else you want to do?
I'm dodgy.
Crazy?
Yeah, no. I got nothing. I'm just gonna die.
All right.
You don't want to dodge?
You're not.
Yeah.
You have action surge, or are you a barbarian?
I have action surge.
You have your actions still, so you can like attack them. You can take the dodge action. You can do.
How many are on him?
31.
Too damn many.
Could he? Could he roll around? Oh, he ain't got no movement.
How many feet up are the stairs?
More than 30. But he had the help of throwing himself down the stairs. It's a little more efficient on movement speed than climbing up. He's also prone, so it'd be really hard to get movement up
If
the
he
stairs.
smashes the things on there, could he hit more than one at a time?
Not really, no.
He uses his own breath weapon against himself in an attempt to get all of them.
I mean, he could, yeah, if he AoEs himself.
Yeah, fuck it.
Probably going to be your best shot.
Okay. So you're spraying
Yeah.
acid damage, alright. What kind of save does the acid breath require?
Dex, I think.
Constitution, okay. What is the DC?
Oh shit.
Oh no, it's a deck save. Never mind.
Okay.
Bad.
What's the DC?
19.
19, okay. So they got to get an 18.
God.
Alright, 3 of them succeeded. Go ahead and roll the damage, 'cause I think it's just a save for half.
Okay. This doesn't
You
get
going to
any
make that
bonus
save as well?
deposit.
Or
Oh yeah, and you'll also need to make that save, crazy. So you hit yourself with it.
Why?
Because the only way to get them all is to
Why?
hit yourself.
I'm resist acid. But
Yeah,
I'm
so you'll
resistant
have any
acid.
damage you take, but you're not immune.
Oh, okay.
Well, you'll half any half. If you
yeah,
make
so
a
in
save.
quarter actually.
So 19 points, but if you make your save, you'll take a quarter.
So it's a deck save.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Prone doesn't make anything worse for you.
Fortunately for you. I'm going to say you had advantage on this because you knew it was coming. So go ahead and try again.
Yeah, that's just nutty.
Whoa, I
It's off.
also could have
DM
used an
clemency.
abdominal.
So go ahead and try again.
Fucking hell.
There you go. So with your added resistance, that will reduce that 19 to a 4.
You take 4 points of damage while you
Yep.
vape.
As you realize, you just killed 28 of these creatures on you. There are only 3 left.
All right, that's not bad for 4 points of damage.
You have action surge?
Yeah, I mean, I
You,
have
you have a
action
chance
surge.
of living, dude. Do things. Huzzah.
Yeah,
I
you
have
can,
action surge.
you have 3 more attacks if you have action surge, so you can attack the last 3 that are on you.
Can I do that in breath weapon again?
So you don't have to use your breath
I
weapon. You can just
don't think you have your breath weapon. I think that's like once per short rest.
Oh,
but
use your sword.
But you do have your sword, and you could try to bash them. You do
I'll
have
do that.
okay. You do have disadvantage on these attacks because you are prone. However,
They're a 12. I think the odds are decent.
He had a low armor class, so yeah, with his to hit, even with disadvantage, it's pretty good.
mm-hmm.
Man, I thought Dragonborn's breath weapon was dog shit, but after that, I'm reconsidering my opinion.
And it's an AoE. It
Good.
doesn't do a lot of single target damage, but it does a lot of damage to multiple targets. That's just the nature of AoE.
So do I need to roll to hit or?
Yeah, it'll be 2d20 KL1 plus whatever mod you have, and then do that 3 times.
So it's a what then?
Yeah, so it's going to be 2d20 like that, KL1 plus whatever your mod is. And then that's for each attack.
Bye.
All right, he disappears. Huh, okay.
I don't think that was on purpose.
I don't think it was either.
Not in existence.
All right, Crazy, you're back. There are 6 of these creatures on you.
You'll need to roll.
What's the modifier?
Whatever your attack modifier is, I don't know. Should
To
say
hit modifiers,
yeah, it should be like to hit. It should be listed near your weapon on the first page.
like 12 or 13 or some shit.
At this level, it should be around like 10 to 13.
Well, mine's 4.
I found it.
All right, that hits. Do it again.
Do it again. And again. You have to do it 3 times total. Do it again.
Why is
All right, that also hits. And the third one.
One more.
That still hits. So go ahead and roll your damage 3 times. Just like that, those.
okay?
It won't take much, but it does need something. All right, squish goes the first one. And the second. And the third. You are covered head to toe in the remains of these 31 mimics. But they are all dead.
Thank fucking God.
All right. I think we can say you guys are out of initiative at this point.
I would like to cast Lay on Hands to regain 9 hit points. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I will not release banishment until Mina is out of that immediate vicinity.
I will remove myself from that immediate vicinity, I guess.
And Gilbert's gonna keep moving down the hallway.
Okay.
Gonna Leroy Jenkins this shit.
All right. You start moving down there. How long does banishment last? A minute, right?
A minute.
All right. Mina, Crazy, are you just following Gilbert?
Yeah, while I'm following Gilbert, I would also like to go ahead and just go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself at the 3rd level.
Okay.
Gilbert
like-
will reach back and give me an arbitrary 30
Those
hit
were
points of
double
land.
rolls. Thank you.
All right, as you head down yet another set of stairs, they're leading you deeper and deeper into this cavern. Your management wears off. You hear the sounds of rocks falling in the background.
Gilbert will stop at this point.
Okay. Do you do anything, or are you just looking around?
Gilbert is going to look around. Yeah, just kind of keep his eyes and ears open.
Because you're kind of down in like that lower section of the cavern there. Kind of, you can see the cavern keeps going down, having switched back onto itself, heading west. It's at this point that the party breaks through their bypass tunnel. Hop down into the cavern. Who's coming first out of that tunnel?
If I can all do it.
All right, Pete. You hop down, and 4 of the rocks grow teeth and start biting at you.
Lovely.
Let's.
Part where we do the surprise Pikachu face.
Should I join
Again.
initiative? Are we in initiative?
I'm not gonna say we're in initiative because these guys, you're probably just gonna one-shot them. So I'm just gonna say they
Yeah.
go and then you go.
Okay.
More. Does any of that hit you? Does a 21 hit you?
Oh, I'm in the wrong channel. Hold up. Yeah, the 21 hits.
Oh,
That's
I
a
rolled it.
All right.
What's
Well, that
this?
is 8 points of piercing and acid damage to you. As the rocks are now biting at you, you do have. So you gonna do anything then?
Are they all grappling me or anything?
More like they've stuck to your two each to your left and right, Sabaton. Or actually, no, you're a druid, so they'd be boots.
Yeah.
They are not grappling you. They are tiny creatures. You are a medium creature or larger, so they can't grapple you, but they have stuck
But they're
themselves to you. They are adhered
Just onto
to
my
you.
feet.
Yeah, and they're gnawing through your boots. One of them is kind of nipping at your heels a little there with the acid and the biting.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit down and then I'm going to moonbeam my feet.
Okay. All right. I believe you'll have to make the save as well then, because you're in.
I will. I don't mind.
What save is it?
It's con, and they have disadvantage because they're mimics.
Constitution save. Disadvantage
Yep.
for shape changers.
Okay. I don't think a single one of them failed.
No. Should I
passed.
even roll?
Yes, just because I want to see the ridiculous damage.
Well, and I should probably roll the saving throw.
Yes, and you should roll also because it hits you.
Yeah, let's see here. Con save. I don't suppose Gilbert is here.
No, he's down further down the tunnel.
Oh,
Right.
that's right. Wait, did I pass? Holy shit.
It looks like you passed.
Damn.
Nice. Well, roll damage. That is enough. Just barely, but it is enough to kill these 4 mimics. They drop
Nice.
off of your feet with like these little thuds, just plump, 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 onto the ground. All right, and you are free to get up and rejoin Gilbert.
Alright.
The gang is back together. So what do you guys do now?
Advance.
All right.
So did we join up with them yet?
Yes, you guys are
Have we
caught up
done-
with them.
Okay, good.
I didn't actually hear that said.
All right. So as you guys descend deeper and deeper into these caves, you see these natural cave walls marred occasionally by these glassy scorch marks. At the end of this deep stairwell, a cavernous tunnel leads west. Behind you to the east, you see a dead end, but there are pools, like tide pools of water, visible from where you stand.
Tide pool.
Indeed.
Gilbert will advance on the nearest tide pool sword raised.
All right.
I would like to ready an attack on anything that might reach out of it.
All right. You walk over to the largest pool, also the closest one. Sword raised high. You see your reflection staring back at you.
He's armed. I stab him.
All right, everyone hears a splashing sound as you kind of slash into the water. Little droplets go everywhere. But there appears to be nothing in the water.
Disintegrate the water.
Well, potentially a good sign. Gilbert is going to attempt to pretend like he believes that the room is safe. Basically, I'm trying to pretend I'm engaging in the, oh yeah, it's all fine in here. Everything is perfectly safe, as if something was going to jump me, but actually be ready to stab it if it jumps.
Okay. You hear a drip of water as one of the, splashes of water that you made on like a stalactite kind of drips off and lands in the pool.
Other than that, it's quiet.
Other than that, it's quiet. Quiet as the grave.
Almost like this was a place where something got killed and the scorch marks glass formed from lightning hitting stone.
Almost.
What's the water smell like?
It smells, I don't know, have you ever smelled cave water before? 'Cause it smells like cave water.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gilbert would give it a taste. Not like drink it, but, like
yeah,
someone's
you taste it, and you kind of immediately spit it out. It's got a very, not salty, it's basically, it's a mixture of sandstone and limestone. Limestone as you get further down. And it's kind of absorbed a bit of that into it, and it tastes bad.
Like really acidic-y and salty?
More basic, but yes.
More basic, okay.
There's a word for that, but it's not coming to me.
I know, there is a word for it. I can't think of it. It's not sour.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know what it tastes like to have, like, lime scale inside your water or something.
It tastes like hard water.
Yeah.
Isn't it alkaline?
There you go, yeah, it tastes kind of alkaline.
Yeah.
Is there another, like, door or
Well, there's a
opening
passage west. Like, east is a dead end with these pools, and then west it looks to be more of a cavernous way forward.
Gilbert advances.
Right, you guys advance.
Yay, I follow!
Appears to be mostly level ground. Slight angles downward here and there. Again, you see scorch marks on this large cavern wall. Appears to be like this is like a 15-foot wide cavern. And as you keep going, you go for about 30, 40 feet as it then begins to open up. And in front of you, you can see a path. One to the right headed north, one to the left headed east, and some empty cut logs around what appears to be an old campfire. And I think we're going to call it
Can I
here
see the
tonight.
ceiling?
Yes, you can still see the ceiling. But we are going to call it here tonight.
Fair enough.
Calling it early? All right.
A little bit. Basically, I thought you guys would take longer at the pyramid for reasons.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
you've outrun my preparation, and there are some specific things that I have in my notes for what's supposed to happen here, and I don't have it ready.
Which one prep did I melt?
Even if you did, like it's likely that
Thing that has some burden.
we'd be
I mean,
starting
it's
at two.
simply a risk of what happens with high level parties, that you're going to occasionally find some way around something, and instead of taking 2.5 hours to get through it, it takes you a half hour.
Right.
And I got
right.
nothing beyond that. I've gotten better at not over prepping. Turns out this time it bit me in the ass.
Yeah,